Hi everyone, my name is Monique.
And I'm Naveen from Before You Play.
And today we're going to be playing through a game that is currently on Kickstarter called Tend.
Yes, this game is published by IV Studios, who are helping sponsor this playthrough. And in this game, we are going to be taking on the roles of people who control our own farms. As this is a farming simulator game, we're going to be trying to fish for fish. We're going to try to be taking care of our animals as well as grow some crops.
Yes, this is a flip and write game for 1 to 5 players. That is a sandbox of sorts because there's a wide variety of things that we'll be able to do on our farms. And so today we're going to be showing you how to play the game as we play it. But for more information regarding the game, we've included a link to the Kickstarter campaign in the description below.
Now, of course, we have to mention this is a prototype copy of the game, so things are subject to change in the future. We already know of some changes, which we'll point out during the playthrough. Lastly, if you like these kind of videos and you want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing.
And with that, we are ready to begin. So if you'd please direct your attention to the center of the table, we're all set up here for a 2-player game of Tend. Welcome to our farms. Now, like we're mentioning, in this game, players must tend to their own farms by doing things such as growing crops, raising animals, chopping wood, going fishing, and doing all sorts of things in order to score the most amount of points. Now, if you're familiar with farming-style simulation video games, then you'll know that there's a wide variety of things that we can do. And so in this game, players have 2 player sheets. One sheet that represents their actual farm, where we are going to be planting our crops and raising our animals, as well as unlocking equipment and fishing upgrades. And another sheet where we will be keeping track of our achievements that includes unlocking various badges and filling in our cargo manifest. Now, each player also has a wide variety of markers, and so players will have a complete set of each, and will mainly be using these markers in order to fill in the items that we collect on our cargo manifest, where we will be earning a majority of our points. And so the game is played over the course of 12 rounds, and each round consists of 5 steps. And in general, at the end of rounds 5, 9, and at the end of the game, we will have a scoring phase in which we're going to be scoring for the different objectives that are in our current game. And the way that taking actions in this game works is on the mat, we'll always have a row of 5 task cards. And these tasks pertain to the main types of actions in the game, such as fishing, mining for ore, chopping wood in the woods, and tending your crops and animals. And during this phase, players will choose 2 different task cards to resolve, but you must resolve them one after another. And considering the fact that this can be played simultaneously, players can choose the same cards. Now, each of the different tasks in the game are technically a strategic route that you can go down in this game. So it is recommended that you choose one main task and one secondary task. And so over the course of our playthrough, I'm going to be walking you through my actions, explaining all of the different steps that I'm taking so that you don't have to focus on 2 different players, and hopefully it'll make a little bit more sense that way.
Yeah, you're going to see that, like most flip-and writes or roll-in writes, a lot of things are going to feed into other things, so it's easier just to track one player versus both of us.
Right, but Naveen will still explain his turn.
I will.
So then we're just going to go ahead and get started, and I think for this game, I'm going to try to do a fishing route.
Okay, I'll probably try to do a farming kind of tending route.
Okay, and then we can chop wood and mine for ore sort of on the side as well, right? So then I'm going to go ahead and choose my first task, and when making this decision, we have a sneak peek at 2 of the tasks that will be available next round.
Yeah, so these 2 cards will definitely be in during round 2, and then we have another set of cards that we don't know which exactly 3 will fill in the rest to make a total of 5 cards.
Right, because at the start of the game, we only have the starter tasks available, which only feature 1 symbol. And so the way that these cards works is there are 2 halves of the card, and when choosing them, you can choose any of the tasks that are listed at the top. And if you meet the requirement in the middle, then you can also perform the action at the bottom.
Right.
So over the course of the game, we are going to want to try to meet the criteria in the middle so that we can take multiple actions per task. So for the next round, the task requirements here are having 1 or more animals owned and having 10 or more tilled soil. So these 2 technically have to do with the tending task, which allows you to plow your farm and otherwise do actions on your farm. But honestly, I think I'm going to go the fishing route to start because each player will always have 2 neighbor cards, one on their left and one on their right. And these cards we actually chose during setup. And they pertain to our 2 social rewards tracks. Now, in higher player counts, these are going to relate to the player to your left and the player to your right. But since we're playing a 2-player game, our opponent is both our player to our left and right. And so these neighbor bonuses will basically reward us if we're able to provide our neighbor with any of the shown items.
Yeah.
Which for me are all fishing related items. So then I'm gonna go ahead and fish. And the way that fishing works is at the start of the game, the only type of fishing that we're allowed to do is pond fishing. And that is actually shown on our player map. And when fishing, you're gonna roll both of your dice. And you're basically going to see where they both intersect. So in this example, I rolled a black 3, which is over here. And in the case of this symbol, which is the tend symbol, I can choose any value for that die. And so I'm basically going to choose the reward that I get from the black 3 row, which in this case is all the same.
Yep.
It's all this character here.
There you go.
And in this game, anytime you gain a resource or a reward, there is no storage system. So anything that you gain, you must use immediately. And your options for doing so are quite abundant. There are a lot of different things that you can do with these resources. For general resources, such as money or wood, there are a lot of different upgrades on this sheet that will require you to turn in those resources. And I'll probably explain them as I cross them out. But for specific items, such as for things found when going fishing, like in this example, on your projects sheet, there are 9 different badges that we can unlock, and they are all themed differently. And so in the case of the things found fishing, there's specifically a fishing badge. So in the example, right now, I could use that thing in order to cross off one of those symbols on my fishing badge. And if ever I'm able to collect all of the required things, then I unlock that fishing badge and I will score 15 points at the end of the game.
Yeah, again, you earned it because you rolled the dice and these were your 3 choices. So you basically have a choice. Do you want to use it for something like that?
Right.
Or do you want to gift it to me since it is one of your neighbor bonuses?
Yes, that is another option. I can use this to give to Naveen.
Yep.
And if so, I would basically give him this card to show that I've given him this item. At the start of the next round, he will be able to choose between these 2 to gain for himself.
Right.
And I would gain the bonus that's at the bottom of the card, which in this example is 1 cross off on my right social track, which will also give me a reward that I can now use immediately.
Yep.
So that is how a majority of the game is going to play out. It's bonuses that we'll spend on one thing that'll unlock another thing, and so on.
So this is why we're saying really focus on one player versus trying to figure out both of us, because accounting for it will be a little bit difficult.
Right. And so going back to the badges over here, if ever I'm able to complete 1 row of this section, then I gain a medal, which will give me the benefit on the right. So if I'm not able to fully unlock a badge, I can still sort of piecemeal and gain little benefits as I go along. And finally, one of the major purposes for these items that we'll be collecting is for filling out our cargo manifest. And so each player has this board here that basically tells you what you can turn in items for in terms of money, because you can always sell items for their monetary value in order to use those coins to, as an example, unlock things on your left-hand mat here.
Yeah, there's no coin bank, just like all the other items. So
Right.
once you gain these Zenith coins, you must use them somewhere along your mats.
And so as an example, if I wanted to turn this item in for money, I can gain 1 coin. It's not a very valuable item,
No.
as most things probably won't be in my pond fishing. Alternatively, I can use that item to mark a symbol on my cargo manifest, and that's what these colored markers are for. If I chose to do that, that specific item will gain me 1 blue square on my cargo manifest. And when marking on your manifest, you're going to choose one of the 3 columns to mark. And each player's sheet is asymmetric in terms of how they score, but basically each square on your cargo manifest will be 1 point. However, your middle column will always give you more points for a specific type of square.
Yep.
And on my sheet here, I'll gain 2 points for the blue squares that are in my middle column.
The one rule, though, about placing things in your cargo manifest is you can never have the same color touching.
Right.
So if Monique wanted to place another one of those close to it, she would have to be at least diagonal away from it.
Right.
And if you completely fill out an entire row, you get to take the depicted action that is shown on the right.
Now, like I was mentioning earlier, at the end of rounds 5, 9, and at the end of the game, we are going to score for our season objectives. And for our first season objective, it says here you gain 3 points for each good in your cargo manifest of size 1.
Which is exactly what you're looking at right
So
now.
it might not be a bad idea
Yeah.
for me to just turn that in for a single blue stamping,
Yeah, so
right?
if
In
you
my
put-
middle column.
If you put the blue in the middle column, you get 1 point base.
Yeah.
Plus, because it's blue in that middle column, you get 2 points.
All right. Let's do it. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this, and that is going to be the end of my first task. Naveen is going to take his turn.
Sure.
Sort of simultaneously and just explain what you're doing after.
Okay, sounds
So I'm going to go ahead and mark this here. Now, it's going to be worth 2 points at the end of the game, but I'll also score 3 points for it at the end of the season.
So what I'm going to do while you simultaneously technically did that is I'm going to take the chopping action. I'm going to go and chop wood, and I'm assuming...
And I'm going to do the same, actually.
Yeah, you're going to do it?
So I'm going to resolve my second task now, and it's going to be exactly what Naveen is doing. I'm chopping. So chopping and mining work the same way. Each player has their own scratch card, and I believe for the final version of the game, there will be an option to use an app. And basically, when you chop, you're going to chop in the woods. When you go mining, you're going to mine in the mines. And when using this is a scratch-off mechanism. Each player has their own little token that you can use. And when chopping, you must start from somewhere in the top section of the top half of the woods. And then in the future, anytime you chop again, it has to be orthogonally adjacent to a square that you've already scratched off. If ever I want to scratch off any spaces in the bottom half of the woods, I will need 2 chop actions in one. And the way that you can get multiple chop actions is by upgrading your hatchet. And so in order for me to upgrade my hatchet, I will need to turn in all 8 of these items. And from then on, anytime I take the chop action, it gives me 2 chops for 1,
Right.
which I can basically use to do 2 squares up here or 1 square at the bottom. But I have to basically draw a path. And as soon as I reach the bottom of the woods, then I unlock lake fishing, because I sort of already showed off how pond fishing works. When you unlock the other types of fishing, they will give you better rewards. So there's lake, grotto, and river fishing. And so I'm going to want to try to do that if I'm doing a fishing route.
Yeah, because right now all you can do is pond fish.
Yes.
Right? So you want other places to get different types of fish.
It's not super lucrative. Now, if I want to get to the bottom very quickly, I can follow this path. But I think I want to try to just get some items, I guess.
Sure.
I'll go down. Oh, I'm so indecisive. I'm going to go this way. So I'm not the best scratcher, I will say, but I'm going to do my best.
Does that have a little purple background?
It does. So when you scratch, you're going to reveal some items. And right now, I revealed a piece of wood. So like I was mentioning, there is no storage. I have to use that resource immediately. And it also has a purple background. That's probably very difficult to see from the top down, so just trust us on this. Anytime you reveal a purple background, you will also go up in chop level, which basically means that you get to cross off the leftmost reward of your chop section, gaining that reward.
Which is a coin for you?
So it's a coin and a wood is basically what I have to use right now.
So use it right away.
I already mentioned that I want to go the fishing strategy. So I would like to probably upgrade my fishing rod.
Okay.
If I can upgrade my rod, then it'll modify my catch area so that I'm not limited to one specific item. I can choose from a range, I guess. So I'm just going to cross off the wood and 1 coin here. So I'm 2 coins away now from upgrading my rod.
So you gained the wood from going down this path.
Yes.
And then by doing that, it had the purple to show you that you got the coin. So that's how you used both of those right away on that.
On this. Okay. And on the right-hand side of your scratcher here, it tells you all the different things that you'll be able to find in that section of the woods.
Yep.
And the same thing goes for the mines. The difference with the mines is you can also find ore, or geodes, I think. And whenever you find a geode, you have to analyze the geode. So if you've played any farming simulation games, you'll know what I'm talking about. And this is done the same way by rolling your 2 dice.
Exactly.
And the other thing, by the way, about fishing is in addition to upgrading your rods, which you can do up to twice, you can also unlock lures in which it'll allow you to catch additional fish.
Yep. Okay, I took the same chop action and basically very similar to what Monique did. I went along the path and what it showed was a depicted chop action again. Okay. So I got to chop a second time.
Yeah.
Leading me down this path, I chose this area and I got a piece of wood.
Nice.
That piece of wood I'm going to take and then I'm actually going to be... I built out, while you guys weren't looking, 2 fences here. Ooh. So if you see groundskeeping here, you can turn in either your stone or your wood for 2 fences. Okay. So I chose to turn in that 1 wood that I earned from going into the woods. Yeah. creating 2 fences because if in the future I want to get an animal in here, I need to make sure I have a pen where they can actually reside so they don't go running away.
Right.
So I'm trying to build that infrastructure to get that going.
Nice, because in this game, crops and animals are both represented by dice.
Yep.
And in order for you to grow crops, you'll need to plow the soil. And so that's what the squiggly lines means. And basically, these are going to fit on your farm, quite literally like this.
Right.
And every round, we're going to have a growth phase in which you'll be able to rotate these dice and potentially harvest them. As for animals, animals will also look like this.
Yeah, I think Monique accidentally grabbed an animal, by the way.
Yes, this is a chicken.
Yeah, that's a chicken.
Because it has an egg.
Yeah.
But they're all the same. They're 3 different sizes of dice, basically. But with animals, you have to surround them by fences. So Naveen is currently building fences. If I was able to build out my fences to basically surround these 4 squares, then you can purchase an animal using coins and place a die there.
Exactly.
And the thing that's nice about animals is they continue to produce goods versus crops that you'll be able to just harvest once and then you'll have to grow again.
Work it out again, yep. So now my second action, which would have been done simultaneous, is I'm going to take the tend action. Now, when you take the tend action, you have a couple different options as to what you can do. You can pick only one of these. So I can either plant a crop, which I'm going to do. I can water a crop and anything adjacent to it, which will come into effect later. Or I can plow up to 4 times. So plowing is creating kind of these squiggly lines and setting yourself up to actually place crops. Think of this as just raw field that needs to be tended to.
Right.
So that you can then eventually grow stuff. So I'm going to be taking the first action, which is plant a crop. And knowing that I have to gift this to Monique, I'm going to go ahead and plant one of these onto this pre-printed tended lot.
Pineapple?
Pineapple, I think, is what I'm going to call it.
You're going to gift it to me?
All these dice, they're really tiny, but they have a number that tells you where they start. And over the course of the game, you're going to be able to upgrade them. Anytime you see white, that's how you actually get that particular resource and item. And eventually, it'll come off the board. If you ever see an X, then that means it's done. And now you have to replant it at some point.
Yes.
So I'm going to start us off with the 1 on that slot right there. That was my simple 1 action. It's not fruiting yet, but in the next round, it will fruit.
Nice. All right, and that is it for round 1. Now, that's probably going to be the most difficult of our turns, so we'll try to explain a little bit less.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to go ahead and move into round 2 out of 12, and each round is actually divided into 5 steps. And so at the start of each round, if either player gifted either of their neighbor bonuses, then we would replace those cards at this time, and we would also gain the benefits of the gifts that we received. This is not the case, so we're going to move on to the next step, which technically would be scoring our objectives if the time is right, which is not the case again.
Keep moving.
So then we'll move into the setup phase where we are going to discard our tasks and we'll have a new set of 5.
Yes. So these 2 that were exposed, we knew, kind of like conveyor belt style, like we said.
Yes.
And then now we have 3 new ones. And then these are the 5 we'll be choosing from going into the next round, which is round 2.
And these will get discarded. And so if at any time this deck runs out of cards, then we actually reshuffle these, including these, whenever the time is right. And again, we always know what's coming up around ahead. So we're going to go ahead and flip these over. And so next round, the tasks are going to be river fishing unlocked. Can we do it?
I can't.
Can we do it?
No.
And the other one is any fishing rod upgrade unlocked.
That's a really good draw for you,
So
Monique.
we know what to go for. All right. So next, we have the growth phase. And during this phase, if anybody has any crops or animal products, aka the dice.
This guy does.
Then you would rotate it to the next value. And if ever you show a highlighted symbol, then you get the good. So what do you get, Naveen?
I get what I'm calling pineapple.
I think it's a pineapple.
This produce of some sort, which happens to be my neighbor bonus that I need to give to you.
So you're going to give it?
I'm going to give it.
You're not going to use it? You're going to give it to me?
I'm giving it to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to gain this benefit at the start of the next round.
The next round,
so
yeah. Because we've already passed through that phase.
Here, yeah.
So because I gifted that,
there
is a 1 on there. So it was on the left-hand side of my board.
Right.
It's neighbor bonus 1. So I get 1 neighbor bonus. So if we go back down to my sheet over here.
Yeah.
I have left side social rewards and right side social rewards. That one was linked to my left side.
Yeah.
So I am going to be able to cross off this here, meaning I'm going to get a piece of wood.
Yes, because it's really, really tiny, but that is the benefit that is on the left-hand track there.
Exactly.
So,
and so
again, you have to use it immediately.
Just like last time, I do want to try to get to this animal situation here because I want to go with a very tend farming. I'm going to go ahead and build 2 fences.
Okay.
with
And
that
that
word
is the
depicted.
groundskeeping
Exactly.
action. This is always going to be available for you to
Yeah.
spend these resources in order to build fences.
So I need to make 3 more fences to be able to plop down one of these eggs to
Yeah.
go here, and then just constantly churn and burn that.
Very good.
Hopefully
And I
it
know
can be
that this
something.
is really tiny,
Really
but if
tiny.
that had an X, you would discard it. But because there's no value or there's no other symbol besides that, then nothing else needs to be done because this is going to continue to rotate. All right, so now we are back to the task phase. And again, we're going to be choosing 2 tasks, but now these are available. So just so you know, this is a prototype copy of the game. It's very high quality, but there are still some errors that will be fixed for the final version, including any of these chop symbols that you'll see on a lot of the top halves of the cards. These represent a double chop, which technically would allow you to chop wood on the bottom half of your woods as long as you have a path that gets there. These, however, are a typo. So these are supposed to be this symbol here, which represents a single chop action. So just keep that in mind. Otherwise, I am going to choose my first task. And again, Naveen is going to do all of his stuff simultaneously.
Right.
And I'm going to choose to chop because we've already started chopping some of our woods.
Yeah.
So I might as well continue going down
I'll
this
be
path.
chopping as well.
All right.
So let's just go ahead. I'm going to grab this.
I'm going to go ahead and scratch off this symbol here. And I have another piece of wood. But this time, unlike last round, it's not purple, which means I don't get to get any additional, I guess, benefits from the chop track here. But I do have a piece of wood that I get to use. What am I going to do with 1 wood? I think I'm going to turn it in for a coin. Because
You can sell it,
one
yeah.
wood you can sell for a 1 coin value.
Okay.
And I'm just going to use it towards my rod upgrade that I'm working on. I need to remember to focus because one of my downfalls here, anytime I play a heavier roll and right or flip and right, is I tend to get distracted and try to do several things at once. So I'm going to focus this time. But that is it for chopping. I now regret not going down the main path because this seems like it's going to take a long time to get to lake fishing
It
here.
might end up doing that, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see.
So for my second task, we said we're going the fishing route. I'm going to go fishing again. So again, I've only unlocked pond fishing, and I'm hoping to get something for 4. So 4 and 4. So it's the same blue coral little guy thing. So I can use it to, what do I want to do with it? Maybe I should just unlock my upgraded rod because I can turn that in for a coin value. You know, I'm going to use it towards the social rewards because there is endgame scoring depending on how much more successful you were than your neighbor at completing these.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and gift that blue guy that I got from fishing to you.
Thanks.
And
I'll keep that
that's
here.
going to cross off 1. So the blue ones are 1, and the pink ones give you 2
2, yeah.
cross offs. So I'm going to cross off that first space here, which is really tiny. It gives me a copper element, which I'm just going to. Oh, I could turn that in for a yellow.
Which is good for this because if you do that at the end of the 5th season or the
Yeah.
5th round, which is end of season 1, for every single shaped kind of Tetris piece that you place into this cargo manifest,
Yeah.
you get 3 points.
Let's do it.
So it kind of encourages you to do that a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to stamp. So the thing that I got is this red copper thing, and it gives me a single square of yellow.
So for you and your cargo manifest, you definitely don't want it in the 3rd because it's 0 points for all
Right.
yellows in the 3rd. So really, it's up to you.
I'm gonna do this.
Yep.
Boom. It's really tiny,
Okay.
but there's definitely a yellow X there.
I did want to point out at the end of the game,
Yes.
for every filled out column,
Yeah.
it looks like you're doing rows,
Yeah.
you get 6 points.
Yeah. Well,
there's
we'll
a lot of
see.
game to go.
There's a lot of game.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and that is it. So Naveen, which 2 tasks did you take?
I ended up chopping wood
Okay.
and then mining. So
Oh,
I was
okay,
able
nice.
to kind of go down these things. And then by using this wood and stone, I built out some fence infrastructure
Very good. So you're planning to go animals at some point.
at some point.
All right, we are moving into round 3. Now, again, our first scoring phase is going to happen after round 5, so we do have a couple of rounds to go. So, first, we are going to replace a neighbor bonus card each because we both fulfilled one. And the way that works is we draw 2 from the deck, and of the 2, you get to choose 1 to replace.
Okay, I know which one I'm keeping.
Okay, me
Yeah.
too. I didn't have a choice.
egg.
So there's that.
Okay.
These go back, and now you gain the benefit of whatever gift your neighbor gave you. So I get the pineapple. Thank you, Naveen.
Yeah.
Pineapple is another one of those items that it's not like a natural resource that you're going to use. So I can either use it for my farming badge, or what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to place it into my cargo manifest, because it does give me a single square of green, and we know that's a good thing.
That is points. Yeah. I
So
think.
this time I think I'm going to go down this way, because you gave me a nice argument.
Idea.
Yeah, for doing columns.
Yeah. So this fish right here that you gave me, is that 2 coins I can sell it for?
Which fish is it?
Whatever you gave me.
So even though I gifted the blue, Naveen can choose between the two which
Right.
one. I believe they're both.
2 coins.
Oh no, yeah, the fish. This fish is 2 coins.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is
Or 2 squares.
I'm gonna sell that fish for 2 coins, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna cross off this animals right here. So now I have my very first. Instantly, I have an egg coming into me.
Oh,
There we go.
I should have sold
We
that for a
haven't-
coin.
We have an animal.
Nice.
We have an animal.
You have an animal.
There we go.
Wait, you bought an animal?
Yeah, 2 coins with the fish that I just sold.
Nice. Okay, so I don't think we talked about animals yet, but you purchase animals using coins, and you can actually purchase them without having a place to put them. But Naveen already had a fenced-in area
Yep.
that is the exact perimeter of the animal
There you go.
that he purchased. So once you have that, once you have the fenced-in area and the animal, then you can automatically put the animal in there.
Yeah, and because we're gonna have that growth phase where everything
Yeah.
kind of rotates up now, this is
Yes.
perfect timing because I know I want to give you an egg as a neighbor.
All right. So now let's go into the setup phase. So these are going to get discarded.
Yep.
All 5.
All those go there. So
I
have
believe
this
we
one.
are
Yep.
going to shuffle that now.
Definitely, yep.
And these 2 come down. So you can do, this is called the river dredger.
Yep.
So chop or fish. And if you have river fishing unlocked, then you can also mine, or is that just that's just a geode?
I think so.
That is just a geode. And river fishing, in order to
I don't
unlock.
think that's a geode. I think that's a different resource. That's this resource right here.
Oh.
Yeah, the geode is more of a like a purplish
Oh yes,
kind of color.
yes.
Yeah,
It's
there
this.
you go.
It's a purplish.
Yeah.
Okay. So river fishing unlocked by repairing the bridge. We have a broken bridge here.
Okay. There we go.
Neither of us have done that.
Nope.
So this, though, I'm hoping to do. Any fishing rod upgrade unlocked.
Ooh, I don't have that.
For next round, we have 3 or more chopping levels. So that pertains to
this
this
track.
track over here.
Okay,
And
gotta do that then.
this says 1 or more upgraded tool. So that does not count the rods. So tools are going to be specifically these 3.
Yeah.
Tent, hatchet, or pickaxe.
Trying to work on that. Yep.
All right, growth phase. Naveen, you're the only one.
Okay, so what we're calling the pineapple is going to go from 2 to 3. It's browned out, so we don't get anything there.
Yeah, no
But this
harvesting.
we go from 1 to 2, and now we have our very first egg. The egg I'm going to get, I'm going to neighborly give to you
Oh, thank you.
instantly. So that
So it's
means
a 1.
it's a left-sided one. It has 1, so I get to cross off this. And this is a purplish blueprint. I'm going to use that to upgrade my chopping.
Very good.
Knowing that we have some cards that want us to do that, so I'm just going to go ahead and cross that out.
Nice.
Working on it.
All right, so now we have the task phase. And for my first task, I am going to do the river dredger. And I'm just doing this to chop.
All right.
So I don't know. I need a coin.
I'm going to be mining. I know
Okay.
that much.
I'm just going to go down this way. Please. Ooh, I got that thing.
You got something good?
Mud? I don't know what that is. I'm sure these all have names. But this has a purple background, which means I'm going to be able to cross off the next chop, which gets me the coin.
You got something
So
good?
I also have this thing. So that gives me 2 yellow or
Okay.
2 coins if I want to sell it. I don't see anything else that'll take it. Now we also have these. We have 2 different types of projects. We have the special projects, which are up here, and we have the badges. I could place it here to try to unlock the Woods Explorer special project, which basically doubles the amount of points that you get from all of your badges. If I think I'm going to be able to unlock a badge by the end of the game, that might be a good idea.
Okay.
So, maybe I might. Or it just gets me 2 squares of yellow. That might be a better idea.
Okay.
I'm just going to do the 2 yellow squares. And I'm going to do this column. So again, this is for the circle thing that I was able to find in the woods. You can rotate these. So I'm going to do a column because Naveen convinced me
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah.
of
The
doing
yellow's a little hard to see, but
Yellow's hard to see.
we'll just kind of point it out.
All right. Now for the purple, I am going to cross this off. I get that coin, which I'm going to use for my final coin here. And now I have an upgraded rod. So this first upgrade, I'm just going to circle it to really show that, that I've upgraded it. Basically, when I roll the dice to go fishing, instead of just having to take that exact square, because as you can see, there are some empty squares here. This now gives me a cross of 4 spaces that I can choose from.
Yep.
So it gives me more options for when I go fishing. I'm going to want to probably unlock a lure next. So that was my first task, just chopping. I don't get to do the bottom because I did not unlock river fishing. But for my second task, I'm going to do the skilled fisher. I'm going to go fishing, and I'll be able to take 2 coins because I have that fishing upgrade
That's good.
unlocked.
Yep.
So I'm going pond fishing
All right.
with my new sweet upgraded
2, 3.
rod.
Or 3, 2, whatever you want
It's
to
a
look
white 2, black 3.
This is a
So
perfect
that
timing,
is
yeah.
an example.
Yeah.
But that would have been a miss if I didn't upgrade my rod.
Ooh, you can get
But
the
now
thing
I
to
can
gift
get,
me.
I can. This guy. Wait, but that guy is 3 of these water spaces.
Yeah.
I'm not going to gift that to you
Okay.
because I can just. That's
Yeah,
2
it's
points
a
each.
lot of points,
I'm gonna turn in. So this is the guy that Naveen is talking about. It's really tiny right there. I'm gonna choose to catch that fish,
Yeah, that face fish, whatever.
and I'm
it
gonna
is.
turn it in my corporate commissary for a 3x1 blue for my
Yeah.
cargo manifest. Let's do it.
Are you going full column?
I'm going full column.
Yeah.
You convinced me to do it. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3.
You just need one more.
So good. So good.
Yeah, you're doing way
Because
better.
again, these blocks, these sections cannot be orthogonally adjacent to each other. So
I'm a little
right.
nervous seeing a bunch of fishing actions coming up on these cards.
Yeah,
to
we're
be
going
honest.
fishing.
It's not good.
that's us. So those are. Oh no, I get these 2 coins
Yep.
because I have the fishing rod unlocked, and I think I'm going to use them to unlock lure number 1. So
If you're going fishing, you might as
I'm
well
going
go
fishing.
all in.
Going all in fishing. So I need a bone
Animals going.
and I need a hardwood stump in order for me to completely unlock this. How can I get that? I can find hardwood here in the woods and a bone in the bottom half of the woods. So lots of things to work on. Naveen, what tasks did you
definitely
take?
not as lucrative as yours. I did a single. This is a graphic design prototype issue right here. This is going to be a regular chop. So I did
Yes.
one single chop to get only 1 wood. I really wanted to find some purple to move up this track, knowing that we're going to have
Yeah.
that didn't end up happening. Used that to get some fences going, and then also I did the mining action, which got me some stone.
Nice.
Same kind of thing. So I turned in that stone to put something in my cargo manifest.
Perfect. And that is it for round 3. And in fact, we're supposed to be marking what actions we took
Right.
here. And that helps us
Yeah.
keep track of what round
What
we're
round
in.
we're in. So I did
So
chop.
I'm just going to put it on round 3.
That's where we're at. Yeah, chop, and I did mining.
Yeah, I did chop and fishing. So I'm just going to go C and F. I don't remember the first 2 rounds. So I'll just
Yeah,
leave it at that. All right, so now we are moving into round 4, which means we have 2 more rounds until our first scoring. So
Right.
try to get those single squares
I got one of them. Yeah.
filled in.
It's not,
All right, let's go ahead and start with the neighbor phase. So Naveen, that's just you.
2 cards.
You're gonna draw 2 cards to replace, and
cards.
I am going to get this chicken egg.
Ooh.
What can I turn 1 chicken egg in for? Is that this? 1 single green square? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it into my cargo manifest,
Okay.
and I'm going to just use it to fill in that last space right there, so that I have at least 1 column filled in.
Going into the very end game scoring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
Oh,
you for
you're
the egg.
welcome. Yeah.
Wait, is that right? Should I have done that?
You did it.
I did it already.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Okay, so this gets discarded.
Discarded, yep.
And let's go ahead and set up. So we're going to go ahead and discard these.
Okay.
And now we have these cards in. So this is 3 or more chopping levels. Now, I could take the top in order to get to that 3rd chopping level. You don't have to be meeting this criteria before taking the task, if that makes sense. So I might try to do that. And this is 1 or more upgraded tools, which I don't think either of us have.
No.
So for next round, river fishing unlocked. Wow, it really wants us to have
No,
river fishing.
fishing
They're
is
like,
big.
fix the broken bridge.
Yeah.
And 1 or more completed columns in the cargo manifest.
Oh man, I'm gonna
This
get
is-
completely destroyed.
This is really looking. This is really
Favorable.
looking into our game here. This is
Yeah,
looking
your
up
game.
for us.
I'm glad you're watching me play. Yeah.
Me and you.
Yeah.
And
Oh
you
my
all.
gosh.
This is
Yeah.
our game.
Oh my god.
All right, but we are going to have a growth phase first, and that is all Naveen. So
Okay, so let's just go ahead. This chicken is going to go up to the 3. This way to
Yeah.
the 3. So it's not producing any eggs yet.
Okay.
And the next one it will produce.
okay,
And then this pineapple, what we're calling that, it's going to produce its last one, so it's going to come off. Now I could give you the pineapple.
stop giving me stuff.
I'm not
You're
going
just
to.
helping me.
Well, I could to get the stump, which the stump is what I can then give to you there.
Okay, but you're
should-
just gonna give me more stuff. Unlock a badge or something.
But
like, what
by
else
doing
can you
this,
do?
if I do this, it gives me the stumps, and I have 3 social rewards to your 0. Remember, for every one that I'm ahead, I get, I think, 3 points at the end of the game.
That's true. You do get
So
a
it's
lot of
9
points at the
I'd
end,
be
but
up
you're
9.
that's 3 points per square. You could use that to
No,
just.
I
You don't
know.
have anything. You have one thing.
But
in your
then
cargo
this right
manifest.
here is red blueprint and this brick, which is everything I need to get here.
Yeah, lots of options. Sandbox game. This is not something you'll figure out in one game.
I'm gonna just I don't
Give it
know.
to me?
This might be foolish, but I'm gonna give you this.
Okay. I mean,
which
I'm
then
not complaining.
Gives me this, which is the stump, to
Yeah.
then give that to you, which gives me 2 neighbor bonuses.
On the right.
So it's boom, boom. We have red blueprint needed, and this red brick, what I'm calling brick, needed.
Okay.
So now I just need 5 more things to upgrade that hatchet, so I can start really chopping down and doing other things.
Well, at the start of the next round, I can use that hardwood for my lure.
You can, yeah. Unfortunately,
Thank you, sir.
I know.
All right. Well, that's it for the growth phase. And this, it was really tiny, but it was highlighted, although it has an X. And whenever you see an X, that means it comes off
off,
because
yeah.
it is a crop, and
Yeah. So
crops
I
don't
could
last
replant
forever.
it in the
You
future.
could.
Yeah.
Naveen could take a 10 to action. He still has that space available. The soil's already tilled. Let's move into the task phase. And I am going to choose for my first task, I'm choosing to chop.
Single chop.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go down. Please give me a purple. I'm going to just continue my path downwards
All right.
because I want to be able to. Is it
chop.
purple?
Let's chop.
All right. It is purple. And the reason why I celebrate that is because that's going to get me to the 3rd chop level, which means I'm going to be able to take the bottom effect of that card. So I get a wood. And again, wood cannot be traded in for any
Yeah.
kind of squares for your cargo
buy it for
manifest.
coins.
So for that piece of wood that I found there, I am going to try to go for my wood badge. I might as well. It's early. So I'm going to do that. Now it's purple, so I can also cross off this space here, which gets me another piece of wood, which I'm going to use towards my wood badge. So that's nice. I'm probably going to try to go for badges, which means I might want to unlock the Woods Explorer. Now that that's done, I have reached chopping level 3, which means I get both of these things, which I think that's a stone, and this is copper. So with the copper, since it seems like I'm chopping a lot, I'm going to put it towards upgrading my hatchet, because if I'm able to fully upgrade this, then I can start doing the bottom of the woods, because I want to get to my lake fishing. So I'm gonna go ahead and cross off this space here. I also have a stone. Can I turn in stone for anything? 1 single yellow square? Actually, because we keep on seeing this river fishing unlock thing, I'm going to use that stone towards the broken bridge. And now I kind of regret using the copper on my upgraded hatchet here, but it is what it is.
Okay.
So I'm going to put it towards the broken bridge, and hopefully I can unlock river fishing soon. So that was the first task. My second task is going to be fishing, right?
Yeah.
It's a task that's available here, but I still can only go pond fishing, so that stinks a little bit. Maybe I can give it to you. All right,
2,
black
5.
5 and white 2. So
You
this
can
is
give that to
the
me.
space here. The thing is, I can choose either this thing or this thing, and that will give me a 2x1 fish that I can now place here. I'm going to do that.
Not so neighborly.
Not so neighborly.
Okay.
So I'm going to take this fish from fishing, and I'm going to do the 2x1, turning it in for the 2x1 blue,
Okay.
because I can fit it in right here, and they're worth 2 points each because I was able to do that. There you go. Boom. That is it.
Very good.
So what did you do in your turn?
I chopped, trying to get to this threshold. I unfortunately
Did not
stalled
find-
out. I only got
Okay.
to 2.
Okay.
Because if I was able to, then I would get these items.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, didn't work out for me.
Okay.
And then I mined so I could get some more stuff. And so, yeah, that was me.
All right. Good point. I didn't do that. So chop and fish. Okay. So that is it for round 4. Let's go into the last round before scoring. So neighbor bonus. You get to draw 2 cards,
2 cards
per
each,
side.
so 4 total.
And I'm not doing anything with my
neighbor.
neighbor bonuses, but I I'm getting gifts. I'm just full of gifts right now. So with this hardwood, I'm going to use it towards my lure.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and cross that off. Thank you, Naveen. You're so kind to me.
Right, the differential, like for every differential, I get 3 points compared to my neighbor, right? So right now I'm scoring, because I have 3 of them, times 3 to your 0, so I get 9 points here. And then right now I have 2 to your 1, so I get 3 points. So 12 points in neighborly bonuses.
Yes, that is correct. At the end of the game, for each square that you filled in that your neighbor did not, it's 3 points. So I do need to get on that at some point.
That you do. So
But
I'll put this one here.
For now, I did not.
Yep.
I'm going to, what do I want to do about this pineapple? I'm just going to turn it in from my cargo manifest again.
Okay.
It's just a 1 space green. That's so good for this next scoring criteria. It's 3 points. So I'll just go like this. 1.
Wow.
That did not come out well, but that's okay. All right, that's the neighbor phase. So let's go ahead and go into the setup phase. So this is going to get discarded.
Discarded. Okay.
So this is out.
A new 3 comes in.
These 2 come in. So river fishing unlocked. Next round, we have season 2 cards, and it's going to be 9 or more tiles covered with farming goods. Naveen, that's you. And
that is me. And then we have the 1 animal owned, which is good for me.
That is good for you.
That I need.
This is grotto fishing unlocked. How do we unlock grotto fishing? Unlock in the mines. So you have to get to the bottom of the mines to unlock grotto fishing. So that's neither of us, really. Yeah. Okay, so growth phase. It's you.
Okay, we're going to go to egg. Egg is produced, and because these, you don't uproot them, they're going to just go right back to 1. So I have an egg.
Okay.
This egg I'm going to give to you as a neighborly bonus because it's going to upgrade my hatching if I do this. So my hatchet. So I'm going to cross out this stone, this like stone slab here, and that is the last missing piece right here. So now I have this hatchet undone. So every time I take the chop and into the woods action, I can chop twice.
Yes.
So that's really, really good. Plus, in this round here, at the end of the 9th round, season 2, I'll be scoring that one.
6 points for each equipment upgrade unlocked.
And I believe there was a card that said if you have an upgraded equipment, you could take the bottom action.
There was. It's in here somewhere.
Somewhere there, yeah. Hopefully it'll show up.
And so when you double chop, that means you can either chop 2 squares in the top half or 1 square in the bottom, because this double chop action for the bottom half of the woods has to come from a single action, which means you have to have upgraded your hatchet.
Yeah. So I'm continuing to get points via the neighborly thing. I feel like you're going to counter that and come back and
I'm going to
try to do it.
I mean, the thing that's interesting is every time you unlock something with your neighbor bonus, you give me a single square, which I stab in my cargo manifest, which is 3 points because of our scoring criteria.
Because of the way it is. And there's a lot of fishing things out there.
Just in the first third of the game, really. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into the task phase. The first action I'm going to take is the grower. So I have the option of tending or fishing. I'm going to fish. Okay. My goals right now are complete the broken bridge, upgrade my hatchet, start working on these neighbor bonuses. So many options. So I have a black 4, white 2, and that is going to be black 4, white 2. So it's this area here, which means I can use it. It's so tempting to keep using it for my cargo manifest because this is pretty nice. So I'm going to use whatever I caught to give to Naveen.
Okay.
It's a 1 space neighbor bonus.
Okay.
Which means, and it's on the right-hand side here. So I can unlock this here, which I think represents a pink plan, right? And with that, I'm going to use it to try to unlock my hatchet. So I'm going to put it there.
Yep.
Now I get 3 coins, which I'm going to use on the hatchet. 2, 3. And that is it for my first task.
Okay. By the way, when I went and upgraded this hatchet over here, I didn't have this coin crossed off. I had earned a coin and spent it on a wood earlier. So that was just something that I didn't account for.
Okay. So that was fishing. And for my second task, I'm going to fish again. So even though I don't have this, I'm not available for this, I can still do the top. Okay. So I'm going to go fishing in the hopes that I can try to catch this guy.
Which guy
it's
you
not
got there?
likely, but at least I have that upgraded rod, so I can do my best. Okay. Here we go. Please. Okay, so this is great. It's a black 2, which is this row, and the tend symbol, which means I can choose anything there. So I'm going to choose that guy.
Okay.
To give to you.
Okay.
because it gives me a wood and the purple thing, and it also brings me closer
When did you give me this?
to just now.
Okay, was
So
I not paying
you get it in
attention?
the next
Later
round.
on, yeah.
So I'm going to give you this guy.
Okay.
I get 2 neighbor bonus. So on my left social reward, I now get a wood and the purple plan. The purple plan I'm going to use here. And the wood, do I just want to turn it in? I'm just going to turn it in for a coin. So that all I need now to upgrade my hatchet is an iron, which I can get next round if I can complete my right social reward.
Okay.
But that's it. All right, Naveen, what did you do on your turn?
Okay, with the upgraded hatchet, I basically did a chop. So I did
Nice.
I did one chop in the other. Actually did this one because I had an animal owned, so it gave me a bunch of wood. So going here, I'm just gonna try.
Whoa.
I'm just gonna try to clear out this land as much as possible. But by doing that, I got a lot of wood. I was
Okay.
able to get a badge, complete row, got me this badge.
Nice.
And then I did it again with more bonuses, got me this a second time. So I basically turned them in for these kind of markings on my manifest over here.
Right, because again, whenever you complete one row of a badge section, that's a medal. So
Yep.
you can earn this thing twice, which is what you did, right?
Yep.
And that thing, the medal,
Yep. I could turn
you
in
can
for.
turn in. Those represent the stuff that are in this section, because if you'll notice, all of the other sections here have this generally the same size of square representation.
Yep.
Some have fewer options than others, but this purple section here gives you options for a larger space that you can fill in your cargo manifest.
So having this badge at the end is worth 5 points. If I can get this thing
The Woods
circled, then
Explorer.
it'll be double that. So it'll be worth 10 points. So that's something I'm going to try to work towards.
Sweet. All right, that is it for round 5. So now we're going into round 6, which is going to be our first scoring round.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're going to score for season 1.
Okay.
But we will still resolve our neighbor phase first. So I gave away both of my neighbor bonus cards.
Look at you. They're right here.
So I need to replace them, and you need to replace your rightmost
I
one,
do.
right?
So I do
there's
need
that.
to collect these items too.
And here are mine. So we're going to go ahead and decide these first, and then we'll claim our gifts. All right, considering the fact that I'm not growing anything
Back to the pineapple game for
and
you.
tending any animals, I'm going back to the fishing
Okay.
bonus game.
Okay.
So I was given an egg. Thank you, Naveen.
You're welcome.
Considering the fact that we're going to score for the single squares, I'm just going to turn this in for what it's worth, which is one single green square into my cargo
One
manifest.
tiny little baby.
One tiny baby. I don't know that it matters where I put it. Oh,
mean,
I'm
if
trying to complete columns.
Columns and rows. Don't forget that.
Oh, yeah, rows.
But this one wants columns is for end of game scoring, really.
Yeah, that's nice because then you'll score a nice bonus, right? So this is a green. I'm just going to continue this row over here.
Okay.
Because if I can finish the row, then it gives me a fishing action. And we know I'm going for that.
Very good.
And yourself?
Okay, so for this one, I am going to turn it in. I have this face.
Yeah.
Fish. This fish with this face is going to be this one, and I'm going to turn it in for this 3-bar.
3.
And then with this other one, this double fish, I'm going to turn it in for this 2-bar. So I'm going to make a 3-bar and a 2-bar.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and just do that right now. And I'm going to complete this column here. Now, I do not want any of my blue in here because I'd get zeros, so I'm going to gravitate it more this way. So
Okay.
I'm going to make this my 1, 2, and I'm going to make this my 1, 2, and 3.
Nice.
That way, this column is complete. So now that card, when it comes up, plus this over here, I'll score. And then in addition, I can try to start working on this over here.
Very nice. All right, so now let's move on to our first scoring phase. So we're going to be scoring for the season 1 scoring objective here that says gain 3 points for each good in your cargo manifest of size 1.
You did
So-
that. You did that quite a bit, huh?
It doesn't matter where it is.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and count that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh my gosh.
6.
So it's 18
6,
points.
so 18 points.
I only did 2. So I have this one yellow, this other one yellow. Everything else is a bar of 2, bar of 2. This is part of 3.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I only get 6 points.
6 points?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and write that on goal 1.
6 points.
Yes, and you know which ones are single because, again, sections of like type cannot touch orthogonally adjacent.
it's easy to
so They're all
identify.
sectioned off, yeah.
Yeah.
And since we're on the topic of scoring, I don't think we ever fully went over what final scoring looks like. Now, at the end of the game, which is going to be after round 12, we're going to go into final score and we're going to add up all of the points that we scored for all 3 of these goals. We'll also add up the points that we earned from our cargo manifest in columns 1, 2, and 3, considering the fact that each square is worth 1 point unless it's one of the 2 types
Zeroed out.
that are banned, I guess, from
Yep.
those columns, which are all asymmetric, by the way. And we'll earn points for our neighbor bonuses, 3 points per square that you have in addition, or more, I guess, than the corresponding neighbors,
Yep.
as well as any points earned from completed badges. And that is where all of our points are going to come from, which means don't upgrade things or, unlock things unless you are going to use them
Sure.
because they're not innately worth points. And with that, let's move on to the setup phase.
Okay.
So these are going out.
Come out.
And
So we know we definitely have these 2 coming in.
yes,
and
it
then
is
This will be shuffled.
8 or more tiles covered with farming goods.
Which I do
You
have.
probably, yeah.
So I'm
yeah.
probably going to have to take that action.
And grotto fishing unlocked. Not
Okay.
yet.
Not yet.
Man, I don't know if either of us are gonna. You have to get to the bottom. Of the
I have
line
not
to
done
track.
one fishing kind of activity at all, so
Okay, well, next round we're gonna have
Maybe this one.
recycling
Ooh.
program completed. So if you want to be able to do that, you have to unlock this.
Okay.
Which I believe might be different in the final version of the game. One of these has changed
Yeah.
for sure.
Uh-huh.
But in the prototype here, it says add an action card from the discard back into the deck. It does cost you 3 coins to
coins,
unlock that,
yeah.
though. And then here we have 2 or more fishing or farming medals. I should have been working on this.
fishing medals, yeah.
So I need 2, fill in 2 rows of that.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
And it lets you fill in any project box. That's so good. Okay. Well, now we know what to strive for.
Sure.
Care to do the growth phase, Naveen?
Yeah, so we go to an egg. So now I gain an egg.
Nice.
And then this sheep is going to go up to 2, and it'll cash out on the 3, and then it'll just recycle. So every 3 rounds, it'll become
Yeah.
something. So I do get 1 egg, and I think I should probably do something with it. Knowing that for eggs, I get 2 points for every green that's in here, and I believe a single egg is just a single green dot. So I'm going to go ahead and take control of that. And
Okay.
let's just drop this one in here. Give me as much flexibility as physically possible. There we
Nice.
go. Okay.
All right, let's move into the task phase. Now, the first task that I'm going to choose is the skilled fisher.
Okay.
Because I would like to go fishing to try to start working on my fishing badge, knowing that I want to complete some of these medals so I can be eligible for that card.
Okay, sounds good.
So I'm going to go ahead and go pond fishing.
Okay.
Let's see. I have a white 1, black 5. So what is this? 1, 5. Okay. So I can basically choose either of the 2 fish that are not that fun guy. And I'm going to go ahead and catch this fish, this one here, so I can use it towards my fishing badge,
Get some good
considering it
stuff.
is a little bit more difficult to catch than the blue coral guy. And since I have my fishing rod upgrade unlocked, I get 2 coins. Where do I put the coins? That's the question. Oh, well, okay. I'm going to go ahead and use my coins to try to work towards the broken bridge.
Okay.
Broken bridge. Okay. And for my second task, I guess I'll go fishing again, and I can really choose either this one or this rod because either way I can't do this bottom area.
Okay.
So that means I went fishing twice. I'm a true fisher
You're doing
person
something.
this time around. So my goal is to try to gift you something so
Okay.
that I can get the iron I need to unlock my hatchet. So this is this is literally choose any space. Gosh, I can choose anything, but I think I'm going to choose one of these because I really need specifically the iron.
Okay.
If I were to choose this guy, I could give it to you and gain 2 of the social rewards, but I really need that specific reward. So
Okay.
I'm going to gift you
Oh, you're
one
gonna
of
gift me
these.
something? Heck yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll take it.
It's a neighbor bonus of 1.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cross this off, which gives me the iron needed to complete my hatchet upgrade. So now, whenever I chop, I get an additional chop action.
You have the hatchet, just like what I have, yeah.
Yes. So now I can finally make my way down and hopefully unlock lake fishing before the end of the game.
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
And now I'm only 2 pieces of wood and a copper away from unlocking the broken bridge.
Broken bridge.
For river fishing.
Yeah.
And I can always spend just like 1 coin to gain a copper. So keep in mind that you do have these these extra things.
I used it early on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case you need a specific resource.
Yeah. In order to build my fences, that's how I did that. I needed to spend a coin to
Yeah.
get the wood to then build 2 fences so I
Nice.
can house these animals. So
good.
for me, what I did, I ended up tending. So I planted a fruit.
Oh,
That
another
pineapple, and then I chopped with my hatchet so I can do a double, and then I was able to unlock a lot of these purple spaces. So just a lot of things just kind of fed into each other, and then
Okay.
I was able to get a bunch of wood this way, and then
So then let's move into round 7. We are now halfway through the game.
Yep.
And hopefully things are starting to move a little bit more in terms of what you're building out.
Sure.
And now that we're in season 2, just keep in mind that at the start of season 10, we're going to score this, which gains you 6 points for each equipment upgrade unlocked. And I
Yeah.
believe you and I both.
I have one, and I'm halfway to working on this tending one over here, so
Okay.
hopefully I can get that going.
All right. And that's a maximum of 3, right?
Yep.
So let's start with the neighbor
Yeah,
bonuses.
so you gave me something.
Yes, and I'm just going to replace mine.
Okay.
So go ahead and gain your gift.
Sure.
What are you choosing? I'm going to choose this card because the other one is stuff that you could. Or actually, hold on.
I'm going to stamp for
I'm
me.
going to choose this now that I've unlocked my hatchet.
There you go.
Because now I will be able to go down further into the woods.
Okay.
So what did you stamp?
I
You
ended up
stamped
stamping. I did the
single water?
the double fish actually
double
right here. So I
fish.
put that right there. Yeah. I'm trying to get this column going over here. So I messed up by not having these wing in.
Yeah.
Because that would have been the column here because I want to house all my greens in here as much as possible. So
I see.
central column is probably the best thing for me to do. But
Yeah.
that's okay.
All right, let's go ahead and set up for the next round. See how these get
So
discarded.
new one's coming in.
And then now we have the 2 that neither of us qualify for.
Yeah.
Which is
Recycling
okay.
program completed. Oh, that would have been.
It's not too late.
It's not too late.
You can do it. It's only
It's
three
kind of
three
possible.
coins.
Yeah.
Okay, we have the extrovert, which is 6 or more social requests completed, which
I think I
We're
might
very-
be there.
I'm very
6.
close to.
I have 6.
I have 5.
Yeah.
And this one is 5 or more projects completed.
Yeah, I
So-
have one
these.
in working on a second one. So now it's time for my growth. This egg is going to go to 3. This is going to become a pineapple in hand.
Okay.
And also I have a sheep, which is going to go right back down to its 1.
Nice.
So, okay, so a sheep is a new shape that we have. I believe it is a 2 green.
Okay.
Does that look right?
The sheep, it's the wool.
The wool, right?
That's right.
The wool that
Yeah,
gets
it's
sheared
two-
off of
it's-
them?
It's 2 by 1 green.
All right, so knowing that my central column here wants me to have green, let's go ahead and just do that right now. So we got boom, boom. So that's each one of those is going to be worth 3 points, right? 'Cause
No, each one is worth 2 points. It's
2
2
points plus,
instead of 1.
Oh, instead of 1. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. I think I'm gonna gift you this neighbor bonus.
Oh.
Monique. I know it's a single green, which could work for helping me out here, but I need the blueprint that's gonna come on the social reward here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cross this off, and
Okay.
that gets me one more step closer to having my tend action be upgraded. So that's one of the scoring criteria going into the end of the season. So hopefully I can figure out a way to get this going.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do some tasks. And considering the fact that I worked so hard to upgrade this hatchet, and this is the only chop action,
Yep.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
So I have two chop actions because of my upgraded hatchet. Now, one thing that we didn't mention is if you don't have anything upgraded, or even if you just need an extra action of what you're doing, we can unlock these energy bars by spending 3 coins to unlock 1.
Right.
And each energy bar gives you 2 uses. So you just cross it off once for your first use and then the second time for the second use. And you can create up to 3 energy bars per game. So just keep that in mind.
Sure.
But I'm going to go ahead and continue down
Okay.
into the bottom half of the woods. How exciting.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go mining.
Okay.
It's my time to mine.
So I have crept into this space here. It does not have a purple background, and this gives me 2 chop actions. And I think I'm
something
just
good.
going to continue going down because my goal is to unlock lake fishing as soon as possible, just so I have options. When you unlock additional modes of fishing, then when you choose a fishing action, you have to choose which type of fishing to go through, to go under.
Right.
This is a tree trunk, so that's actually perfect. And I don't actually remember what I needed the tree trunk for, so I'm going to sell it for 2 coins.
Very good.
Which I'm going to use 1 coin on this copper special project.
Okay.
So I can unlock this, basically, and spend it on my broken bridge. And the other coin to unlock 1 wood. So same thing, completing that project. So now I'm just 1 wood away from unlocking river fishing.
Sounds good. I'm gonna go chopping on my second one here.
All right.
Wish me luck.
So good luck.
Thank you.
So that was
Oh,
my
I got a stub.
first task. For my second task, I guess I'll go fishing.
Okay.
Because I would like to try to complete a neighbor bonus, maybe. So, pond fishing. Here we go. I have white 4, black 5. So that is white 4 all the way down here. Okay. So it's neither of the neighbor bonuses. This fishy. So I'm going to use the thing that I caught towards my fishing badge.
Okay. Very
Cross
good.
that off. All right.
I went mining, so I ended up getting just a stone right here. I'm looking for these items because these are what is going to get me to unlocking my equipment upgrades, but it's not happening so far.
Okay.
And then I also went chopping, and so I chopped and got some stumps, which I then turned in for coins, so I can work towards getting an energy bar so I can actually take actions that I want
some
a little bit
stuff.
more. Yeah.
All right, well, that is it. Let's go ahead and jump straight into round 8. So neighbor bonuses, you're the only one who needs to replace yours.
Sorry, I just realized when I did this, that was purple below. So every time you get purple, you should be able to cross off one of these. So the good thing is you can always do accounting for that.
Yeah.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 5 crossed off, so I should have this wood crossed off, which is huge because I'm going to sell that wood for my energy bar. So now
we just talked about these.
Energy bar. Yeah, I was like, there was a reason why I did this, but there we go. Okay.
Selling yourself short.
Sell myself short, yeah.
All right. So, round 8. Go ahead and draw your 2 neighbor cards.
2 neighbor cards.
I have a pineapple.
I gave you a pineapple.
That I need to figure out what to do with. So, it's always the same debate. Do I sell it for a coin or do I use it to plop 1 green square somewhere? I'm going to use it for my cargo manifest. Okay. So, I can't put it... I guess I might as well start putting it like here.
Okay.
This makes sense because... it's already kind of across the way from another green.
From another green. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So that's this.
Okay, perfect. I just put an egg over here knowing that I make eggs.
Okay.
So I might as well,
All right. Yep. Let's go ahead and set up.
Okay.
So this goes out.
All right. 3 new ones.
So this is 6 or more social requests completed. Oh, I have to work on that. If
that's
I want
great for me.
to be able to do this. And 5 or more projects completed. Next round, we have 2 or more completed columns in the cargo manifest.
Okay.
Ooh,
look at this. 3 chopping levels, plus 3 chopping. That's why having that purple.
That's great.
That's great.
And then 1 or more fishing lure unlocked. So that is going to be us, determined.
Sure.
Okay, growth phase.
Okay, growth phase. So my pineapple goes to, it's 3, nothing. Sheep goes to 2, and then now we have an egg.
Nice.
Egg is going to rotate back down now. So it's going to go back down to 1, and now this egg... If I give it to you, I get this red blueprint, which is exactly what's needed here.
Give it to me.
If I take this, I can get the red, which I need for that one equipment upgrade. How do I get this stone right here? I need that so badly.
What?
I need this.
That's iron.
Iron.
So you could spend 3 coins to get it, or you can get it in the top half of the mine. Well, anywhere.
That's what I was trying to do, but I got a standard stone, not the iron.
You can keep looking.
I know. There's no. There's only 1 mining.
Don't let your dreams be dreams, Nadine.
Oh gosh, there's no mining action other than this one right here.
Right.
But then if I do that, then I don't get access to this. Okay, I will give it to you.
Oh, thank you.
I get 3 points every. I'm thinking I almost get 3 points every time I give you something.
Unless I catch up, that's the problem.
I'm hoping you don't catch up. That pretty much is the problem. You're right. But here you go. So now this blueprint is here. So now I'm just short of 2 here, getting closer to scoring. We need to score this at the end of the 9th round.
All right, done?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, task phase, I'm definitely going to start by chopping.
Same.
So
I will do same.
I have a double chop.
I'm going to have nowhere to chop soon.
I'm chopping in this bottom section here of the woods.
Chop time.
I'm hoping that I get something.
I keep getting this stump.
All right. So this
stump.
is purple, and it's another double chop. So I'm going to get to the bottom here with it, and I also have to unlock the purple. And now I have a tree stump.
Yeah.
Tree stump and a purple. I'm trying to remember. Keep in mind the
keep
things
it all in your head.
that I have. Okay, so this is a single wood, which I'm going to use here. So
you
I've
get
unlocked
both of these. So,
yeah.
This one says ore. You get both, so don't forget that. Okay.
So I've unlocked river fishing because I fixed the broken bridge.
Nice.
And I also still have to put that hardwood somewhere. I think I'm just going to put it over here where the Woods Explorer is, so that I can hopefully unlock a badge and score twice for it. Oh wait, okay, I'm gonna do the bad thing. I'm gonna take something back, even though I wrote it in pen. This is something I just crossed, so I'm blanking this.
Okay, and what was underneath it?
Put a 1 next to it. A hardwood, yeah. I don't think I remedied that properly.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use it on upgrading my second rod here.
Okay.
Because that gives me a way better area. Then we are going to get a stone and a copper, which I'm just going to sell both for 1 coin each, so that I can use them towards this upgraded rod. Okay.
All right.
So that was action number 1, which was another
Oh, yeah.
chop.
What did I say? Can't remember what I even did.
I'm definitely going to go fishing for the second one. And it's going to be here, the extrovert. I wonder if I should have been writing extrovert and stuff like that here instead of just the generic action.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have access to two different new types of fishing. I can do pond or I can do lake because I reached the bottom of the woods, or I can do river. So the only thing we don't have access to is grotto fishing, which we're probably not going to gain access to that because you have to reach the bottom of the mines.
Okay.
And it just depends on what I want to catch. I think I'm going to go river fishing because I would like to complete this medal. So, unless I want to give you something.
Hook it up.
You know, as much as I would love to be able to do the bottom half of this card, I really don't have as much use for these two things as I would for the thing I would catch in the river. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So instead of giving you
I
this
see.
neighbor bonus,
So
is
I'm
what
not
I
getting
mean.
something, is what you're saying.
So you're not going to get something.
Okay.
To clarify.
It's like, nothing for
You're
me?
not benefiting from this.
Gotcha.
But I'm going to go ahead and go river fishing.
Okay.
Please give us something please give us that purple guy.
One
so it's
4?
a black 1 and a white 4. So it's a purple guy. It's a purple guy
guy.
that I need. Or,
You can give it to me?
there's lots of options here. But I have my sights set on completing this medal.
Something.
So I'm going to do the purple guy. And I'm going to use them to complete a medal towards my fishing badge, which gives me this character here, which I will use to turn in for a 4 purple in a row. So that is the beauty of the medals. They're a wide space and they're purple.
Chop a second time, man.
So I'm going to use it to just complete this row of 4 here, bringing me closer to a free action.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So here we go.
Oh
1,
my gosh, I'm just finding stumps everywhere.
2,
Come
3,
on.
4.
All right, I'm using my energy bar.
Yeah, that was definitely worth it because that was 4 points.
Okay.
You know?
So I got
Anyway.
a stump here. I'm using one of my energy bars. I'm going to cross this out. So I'm using an energy bar on a chop action.
Okay.
My chop action is upgraded to the hatchet, so I'm going to be doing another one here. Let's all just see it together then.
Okay.
I'm really looking
Yeah, what are you looking for?
I am looking for this. I am looking for this like honey pot thing, which can be found down here. So I'm off the beaten path. I'm really hoping I can find it at some point.
Probably like 1.
Stump
You're looking
again.
For the 1.
I'm just finding stumps everywhere.
It's a deep forest.
The good thing about stumps is it's getting me towards these badges. Look at this. I've already, in this last turn, I chopped multiple times. A bunch of this became stumps,
Okay.
including a purple, which got me another stump. So that's on my turn. I basically did a double chop, really focused in on over here.
Okay.
And then I was able to get this metal. This metal, actually, I converted in for this shape right here.
Okay. Oh,
That's this metal. And that's how I put it right in this spot here.
Okay.
So there's a lot of stuff going on my end over
I'm
here.
surprised you put it in the second column
Tell me more.
because you want to put as many of the greens.
You know,
as possible.
I don't know how much green I'm gonna get because
All of those are green.
pineapples.
All of
They're I know, but
It's a single green. That's perfect. You just plop
single
it
green will be
like
good
there.
over here. Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That's your cargo manifest
Thanks.
to manifest.
Manifesting.
You finished
There you go.
both actions.
Yes, I
Okay.
believe so.
And that was
Oh wait,
round
no.
8. Huh?
I mustn't forget. I did that. So
The blueprint.
The blueprint.
It's a red or purple blueprint. What do you typically need them for equipment
well, can
upgrades.
you? I can't remember. Can you sell those?
You can sell them for 1.
The
1
pur-
and 2.
The purple
pink
is a red. I'll take that.
Yeah, these are pink.
Or pink, yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Knowing that I cannot have a green here, I'm just going to get started on another column. I'm just going to go 2 red.
Okay.
I'm not confident in how many, or 2 pink.
Oh.
I'm not confident in how many greens I'm going to get in here. I'm just going to
Okay.
keep moving.
Your heart is sideways.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is it for round 8. Moving into round 9. So this is the last round before we have that second season scoring.
I need to find...
So I'm just going to forget about it because I'm not going to unlock an entirely new upgrade.
I need to
in time.
find it. I need to find that iron.
honey.
The iron.
What iron?
The honey, I'm not super... The honey is just so I can double all my badges.
Okay. So what are you looking
I
for?
really want this piece of iron right here so I can have
Just
the
buy
extra
it.
I need to
3
have coins. I need to get coins.
When you get your plants. you
yeah,
turn them
I
in
might
for-
turn them
or
in
sell
for
them.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna get. Oh no, I didn't give you anything. I'm gonna get an egg. So go ahead and draw 2 cards, and I need to figure out what I want to do with this egg. So egg products are also green.
Yep.
I'm going to put it in my cargo manifest, and
Okay.
I'm going to place it all the way. I'm going to put it all the way over here on the end.
Got something good there?
I'm trying to complete this row, and they just can't be next to each other.
Yeah.
But greens, for me, are worth 1 point no matter where they are.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it, right?
Yes.
So let's go ahead and discard this. Another egg.
Another egg. Hey, I can make this happen, you know. So
Okay.
This goes out. Yep.
Discard?
Okay.
So let's go ahead and set up.
Okay, another.
2 or more completed columns in the cargo
Which
manifest.
I'm 1 away from.
I'm not.
I
gonna be
can
able to
make
do
that happen.
Oh, that's great reward.
I know. Let's see.
This is 1 or more fishing lure unlocked. So I'll be able to put that fish there.
Okay.
For next round, lake fishing unlocked. Fantastic. We're going to be able to go fishing back to back. And this is 2 or more generalist medals. So the generalist badge specifically, which wants you. Oh, I could have put that egg towards the generalist badge. Now I know.
It's a lot of work.
I didn't analyze the combination of stuff that were in there.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. You're like, can I get all 3 of those things to finish out
Right.
the row to get the medal?
I mean, eventually. But it is your turn for the growth phase.
Yes. Okay. So we have the sheep is going to go up. So I am going to get one of those, and that shape is, I believe, it's a two line. I'm going to definitely do that, and
Okay.
I'm going to put it right where it belongs, here, completing this column.
Nice. Congrats.
Those are worth 2 points each for me. So now I have 2 columns complete. If I can just get another something there, then I'd have 3, and then hopefully I can really score a bunch of those going into the last rounds.
There you go.
Okay, so that was that sheep. So this is going to go back to 1.
Yeah.
We have an egg.
We have an egg.
I'm going to make a decision on that egg. I might give it to you. I might.
Give it
I might.
here.
But let me just get my my
Pineapple.
which is going to come off. Now that pineapple, I will make it into a green,
Yeah.
a single green dot, which is what it is up there. And I'm just going to
Put it in a little.
blot it right in that little hole,
Little
like I
hole.
said I was going to do.
Okay.
I definitely want to try to avoid any blues going into here because they're going to be worth nothing. And I definitely don't want any of my greens going over here. So all my green has to shift here.
I can give you all the fish.
You can, but I would then start working it in this area here.
Okay, but what about this egg?
Egg. You need an egg?
What about this egg that you speak of?
You need an egg. Okay, so if I give you the egg, then that is this reward, which will get me that much closer. How many rewards do you have on this side over here?
Here?
3?
3.
To my, what would be 6? And then the next thing, if I get the next one to you, it's a heart, and a heart is a 2x2 red.
Oh,
2 by
if you-
2
if
red.
you
That's a
turn it
nice.
into-
That's
yeah,
a nice
that's a nice-
size. All right, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Here you go. Here's an egg.
Thank you.
Social goal complete.
I'm going to use it towards the generalist badge now that I know it's an item
Yeah.
on there.
A single purple blueprint. I am gonna go ahead and turn it in for that shape that's out there.
Oh, but the question is, do I even have the ability to catch? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to put the egg there.
So you are doing that?
Yes,
All right.
generalist badge.
With that blueprint that I just gained by my social reward, it's a double red.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and go blot, blot.
Nice.
There we go. So if I can work that column, that'd be great as well.
Very good. Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to do this yet.
No,
Wait,
Not
I
yet.
cheated.
just
Okay.
circle it. Just circle it.
I'm going to do that thing just so I can be consistent.
Okay.
So sorry. I hope you're able to follow this.
You just know
if
that
you're watching.
you can see egg on mine.
Both of these. I'll circle them when I actually complete them
Sure.
at the time. Okay.
Right.
So that's the growth step.
Yeah.
Got a little bit ahead of myself
did,
here.
yeah.
Let's go ahead and start the task phase. Now, seeing as I would like to chop, I might as well do it here
Okay.
because I do have an upgraded tool. So I'll be able to get that purple blueprint.
You will.
So I'm going to do the chop action.
I'm gonna do the. I'm
my
gonna do the
first
same
one.
thing. I'm gonna chop as well.
and
I'm just all chop.
all chop.
I am. I really am. That's all I'm doing.
I'm going to chop in the bottom half of the woods here
Same.
because I want either a bone or the honey. Now, I do have to go adjacent. Let's go, I don't know. Let's go to the
Another
top,
stump.
to the left. Let's see what this
Okay.
gives us here.
Another stump is a good thing for me. I've completed the hardwood badge.
I too have another stump.
Okay.
So it's a stump, but it's also purple,
Okay.
which means I am now going to circle this to show that I did do it.
I can get 5 coins.
Okay, I did that. And I also unlock a piece of wood, which I will use towards the Woods Explorer. So I just need these two
You're looking at what
things
I'm looking for. Yeah.
next. And I'm going to get a purple blueprint.
Same. Purple blueprint, which I'm gonna actually turn in for coins.
I'm going to put it in my cargo manifest because it's the 2 hearts, the 2
The ones, yeah.
red stamp, and I
Mm-hmm.
have a perfect spot for it.
Oh, you're almost going to be able to take a free action.
1, 2.
If you can fill in that last dot,
I
you get a free action.
know. So good.
Yeah.
It's worth 2 points anyway.
Okay, so
All
that
right,
was your
so
first
that was
action?
the first one. The second one, I definitely want to. I definitely want to fish. So I'm going to do this because I have a fishing
this
lure
one.
unlocked, and I'm going to go fishing. I'm going to go lake fishing.
Okay.
Because there is a possibility that I can catch a bone, which would be nice to unlock a lure. Oh, I don't have a fishing lure unlocked. So I definitely want to catch a bone.
Okay.
I think I assumed I would find one in the woods, and I didn't.
You did not?
Okay, so this is a 3, white 3,
Okay.
black 4. So white 3, black 4, no bone in sight. But I can choose between these. Well, considering the fact that I did not get the result I wanted, I'm going to take, this is really tiny, but I'm basically gonna take the fish
Okay.
that is right there. So it has this little like flowery thing on top of its head. And if you look at the commissary, it is a 3 blue. So just trust me on that.
I trust you.
It's a 3 blue section. And I'm gonna place it along the edge here because it will complete that row, giving me another opportunity to fish.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go 1, 2,
Those are copper.
3,
Okay.
and now I can fish again. So I'm gonna try again. I really want a bone. Please give me a bone. Please give me a bone.
Copper. I'm just
White.
gonna put this over here.
1,
Okay.
black 4, white 1, black 4. Nope, did not. Oh, I was 1 coin away.
Are
That
you
could have
short
been
of something?
anything.
Is
I
that
should
no
have
good?
unlocked my fishing rod, but I forgot about it. Oh well, it is what it is. I did not unlock that rod. Just so you know, had I had this, I would have been able to choose from this large area, and I could have taken that bone to put towards my lure. But now I'm not going to be able to take this fish. So I'm just going to use that to catch the most valuable fish on here, which is going to be this bottom left-hand corner, which is the largest of the
Oh, you got
fish
that, huh?
squares. It's a square.
Yeah.
It's 4 spaces.
2 by 2.
That I'm going to place into my cargo manifest.
And you definitely want that in the center.
Yes, I definitely want it in the center column, and I'm going to place it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it still abides by the rules.
Yep.
And I'm going to be able to maximize my points for that column. And those are our 2 tasks. So Naveen, what did you do on your turn?
I chopped in mind. I was able to get a bunch of stuff. I got a badge.
Oh, nice.
so-
You get the hardwood badge.
And I was able to get my equipment upgrade done
Sweet.
because I spent a bunch of coins on iron to get that last piece that I needed going into this final scoring.
So good. And I'm
Yeah.
assuming you got the medal for this?
I did, yeah. That's how I got this little this shape right here.
Awesome. All right. Well, that is round 9. We have 3 more rounds to go. So let's go ahead and go into round 10.
Sure.
Starting with the neighbor phase. You get to draw 2
2
cards.
cards.
I'm going to go ahead and place the egg where I tried to place it.
Very nice. Circle
last
slash
round.
cross, whatever you
The
gotta do.
generalist badge, even if I guess I don't have to do it now.
You can
right?
do whatever you want.
I'm having doubts, honestly,
Look at
about
this, another egg.
accomplishing this.
Boom. I'll be able to fulfill that obligation.
So maybe I will just use it for a 1 space somewhere. I'm just gonna use it for a green space here in the hopes that I can complete the column.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the neighborhood bonus, the neighbor bonus.
Neighbor, yeah.
So let's go ahead and score because it is the start of round 10.
Okay.
We are going to score for this card, which is 6 points for each equipment upgrade unlocked. I've only upgraded 1.
Yeah, I've
since
done-
fishing does not count.
2 of them. I just got that last slat of iron there, so I got 2 of them. So it's gonna be a
Nice.
total of
12
points.
So I get 6.
There we go.
And that's it for that scoring. Now, as a reminder, at the end of the game, it's going to be 5 points.
5
points.
points
For each completely filled column
Yeah.
in your cargo.
So I'm trying to work on it. I have 1, 2. I'm just 2 away here,
Whoa.
2 away, and 2 away there.
What in the world?
I am
We
just-
take our eyes away for 1 second.
Yeah, you should have followed me.
We should have. We should have.
Yeah.
What are we
Maybe I'm
thinking?
doing it wrong.
All right, let's do the
Okay.
setup. I'm convinced that you're cheating, Naveen.
You would.
But, you know,
Who will know? You
we'll
know.
know.
I
So,
can get away with anything. Right
lake fishing unlocked. It's
There
going to
you
be a double fishing
now. Oh,
kind
this is
of
all
round.
this is all fishing stuff. I have
That's
nothing
right.
to do with it.
Well, this one is 2 or more generalist medals. Did you do that? Nope.
No, not at all. No,
Just checking.
definitely not.
Okay, next round, it's 1 or more completed rows in cargo.
You're working on
manifest.
that. I don't have
I only
that.
have 1. Oh yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah.
And then this one is lake and grotto,
It's a ton of fishing stuff here.
but it's lake and grotto.
yeah, I'm not doing any of that.
Nobody has grotto.
No.
Okay, well, growth phase, Naveen.
Yeah. Okay. So egg is going to go to the 3 slot. Nothing's happening there. Sheep goes to 2. Still nothing there. So that's it.
Okay, it's one of those rounds.
Yeah.
So then let's go ahead and start with the first task. I'm going to try to chop. This is probably
you
not
do
the
that?
best idea,
No.
but I'm going to chop first and then I'm going to be able to fish.
Okay.
At least I could say I tried. Okay? I'm looking for this bone. So maybe I go right. It's a double. Yeah, no, I have a double chop because of my hatchet. Okay. So
I'm
this
gonna
is
chop again. I'm just gonna tear down the forest.
Gosh,
Just gonna tear
that
it down.
trunk. I don't want the trunk anymore.
You can do it.
I'm going to sell the trunk for 2 coins. 1 coin will go towards upgrading my rod. So at least there's that.
Okay. Ooh, I got a bone.
Huh?
I got a bone. Out of this.
That's what I need.
I got one.
I need a bone. The other coin will go towards. I'm just going to put it towards an energy bar.
Okay.
So there's that.
Okay.
And now we go fishing because river fishing is unlocked. It doesn't mean we have to use river fishing. And considering the fact that I am still on the hunt for this bone, I'm going to go lake fishing.
Okay.
And now we have this large 3x3 space to choose from.
What to do with this?
So this is perfect. It's 1 white and anything for black. So I'm going to go 1, 5, or 4, whatever. And now I have this large area to fish in. I'm going to take the bone. And the reason why is because I would like to unlock this lure. So I
The
have
bone like a L-shaped yellow.
Huh?
The bone is a L-shaped yellow.
Oh, don't tempt me. Yes, it is.
I'm doing
it's
that.
an L-shaped yellow.
I'm gonna do that.
But I used it for this lure. I can now catch 1 extra fish. And when you use the lure, it has to be the same fish that you chose. So you're getting 2 of the same
Do
thing.
the same thing, yeah.
When you go fishing. So that is it for River Fisher. We
Okay.
do have 1 more task, which I'm definitely going to use on Lake Fisher.
Lake fisher.
Because I'm basically going to go double fishing.
Okay.
Because now I catch an additional fish.
Gosh, I think I'm gonna chop again. I think I'm just gonna literally just blaze
Chop
through
up your whole.
blaze through these
whole
woods. I am looking for.
You're a true farmer.
I know. I'm looking for something very specific. All right, let's see if I can find it.
Okay, I'm gonna go river fishing, and I have a lure now, so I catch an additional fish. I think I'm gonna try. Ooh, okay. So black 5. So anything in this row,
Oh my gosh, just a bunch of wood in the woods. Who would have thought?
wood in the woods.
Yeah.
This is too good of an opportunity to pass up. So I'm gonna take that really high ticket item. Just trust me on this.
I trust you.
That it is this. It's a 3 blue.
Okay.
And because I have the lure, I get to catch it twice. So I'm going to put 2 of those on my sheet. And so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And for the other one, I'm going to go over here for 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay. So that is it for the first fishing. I get to fish 1 more time.
Okay.
And I think I want to try to give this to you.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Or, maybe I don't care about the neighbor bonus. I'm just going to go for lake fishing. Let's see what I find. Here we go.
5 and 4.
Yeah. So it's 4 all the way over here. Oops.
Ooh.
No, but look at my fishing
Do you have that? Oh, you didn't circle it.
radius, huh?
Oh, you didn't circle
I
it.
didn't circle
I
it.
have
You're
no
right.
idea that you can do this.
Boom. I can do this.
Now I know.
I have a 3x3 area. So this is 4, 5.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's
Yeah,
this,
that whole-
right?
yeah.
This.
It's all
this
the same.
guy is a 4, the 4 square.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to use it for this. So
Yeah.
one of them will be on the 4. I don't know where to put it.
You're so fishing heavy that, you have to figure out.
There.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
Because I don't think I can fit another one, huh? The way that
Another
I
big
place.
one like that? No.
No, not
And then you're not going to put it here because 0.
not
yeah.
a square. So I'm going to sell the other one for 4 coins, 3 of which I'm going to use towards the buyback program.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3. This unlocks a 1 wild good to be used on any badge. And I'm going to use it on something in my fishing badge. This thing here. Because I don't know how I'm going to get it otherwise. Maybe I'm not even going to be able to unlock my fishing badge.
Little boo-boo?
Yeah, maybe this was a boo-boo.
Boo-boo? Okay.
Oh well.
Okay.
I didn't specialize enough.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use it on this then, this little rainbow thing.
You're almost there.
So that maybe I can get that egg still. Okay.
Oh, you don't
And
have
I
the egg yet.
One more coin that I'm going to use on the energy bar. All right.
good. I just did a bunch of chopping. So I just went to the woods and I got my 10th purple kind of symbol.
The hardwood. Okay.
On the chop. So I did get that honey piece. That honey piece then unlocked this.
You
So now
did it.
all my badges are worth 2x. So instead of this being 15 total, it's now worth 30 points.
30. Okay, I think you're doing better now.
So I'm working on it. And then now I'm trying to figure out how I can call them out.
Yeah.
That's kind of my game.
This is great.
At my
You're
point.
doing great.
Hopefully.
And I think it's because we're not watching.
Yeah, probably because you're not watching. Yeah, most likely.
I'm just kidding.
Extra wood here, extra coin there.
Who can say?
Blueprint. Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and move straight into round 11. So this is the penultimate round.
Penultimate.
Neither of us fulfilled our neighbor bonuses. And it just came to my attention that you're calculating this based off of my right social rewards. I believe it's your right versus the left.
That's right. Yeah, these two are together, and then these two are going against each other.
Yes.
So I have 3 on this side to your 2.
3.
Oh, 3?
I have 3 on this side. I have 2 here. So that's actually a really big problem for me. Because you have how many? You have 7?
6, and I'm about to get 7 right now.
6, 4. That's 12 points. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's not looking good. All right. Well, let's go set up for the round. So this gets discarded.
Off this one goes.
These
Do we
two
have
come down.
enough? Do we? Oh, it's gonna force me to shuffle.
1 or more completed rows in the cargo manifest. Lake and grotto fishing unlocked.
Okay.
I failed. This is at me.
Ooh, that is
This
such
me.
such a you
I know, but
card. Fishing with fishing.
You would have had to go to the bottom of the woods and the bottom of the mines, and I didn't go into the mines at all.
Any of that stuff.
Maybe that's the mistake.
Maybe that was your mistake. Yeah.
The master electrician is 2 or more iron metals, and that is for the iron badge. If you just
Do I have any of that?
overabundance of
None of
iron,
that.
you could throw it onto that badge.
It's not happening.
2 or more iron metals. That's basically the iron badge,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you got to get this.
And this is 5 or more mining levels and 20 or more tilled soil. Wow. So
None of that's
complete
going on.
opposite
Yeah,
of what
'cause
we've been doing.
I didn't even get to this like bottom mining thing. I just kind of said I'll just hang out here.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You did. You seem to have done a lot more than I did.
Just
I don't
chopping
know
the
why.
wood. That's all I'm doing. Just,
Maybe all
just
the-
going in circles.
The resources that I spent to upgrade the fishing rods and lures.
Just gotta fish hard.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, go ahead and do your growth phase.
Yeah. Okay. So we have a sheep. It's gonna go up here. So this is gonna go back down. So I'll figure out what I want to do with it. And then this egg is gonna go up to its max.
Nice.
That egg I'm gonna give you, Monique. So
Give me.
there you go. So now
you.
this is gonna go back to its base level 1.
Okay.
So let me handle the egg first. So the egg is gonna allow me to cross off this right social goal, which is a heart. And that heart, I believe, is a 2x2 red.
Yes.
Let's just.
Wow,
And you
got
can't
pretty
even
far down.
sell it.
You can't sell it.
You have
can't
to-
sell love.
Is that what it's going on? Is that what they're
You
trying
can't
to
sell friendship.
indicate?
I feel like that's indicating
That's
friendship.
probably indicating friendship.
Because
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever played like a farming simulator game. There are a few that have historically. You have neighbors in the town, and then the more you talk to them, the more you increase your social
hearts.
status with each other.
Well, there you go.
And
I've
then
been
you become
very
friends.
neighborly to your left side,
Yeah, right.
who have not reciprocated.
No, I
see.
haven't.
Yeah.
I'm that neighbor.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna figure out. Let's just go ahead and just plop in 1, 2, 3, 4, because that way I have 1, 2, 3, 4 completed columns, and I think I have to have a single blue here and a single yellow here to be eligible to make this a thing right there.
How would you do that?
It depends on what you give me.
A single what?
A single blue here
Uh-huh.
and a single yellow here.
Oh, I see.
Because they're conflicting. I can't have a green or red here.
Right.
I can't have a green or red
Oh,
here.
yeah,
So
that's
it's
interesting
very
that you put that
specific
in
what
there.
I made some mistakes. There's been some mistakes. But I think there's a way.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was that. And then now I do have that sheep that I...
It's wool.
Well, the sheep that I sheared.
Yeah.
Sheared sheep.
Shared sheep. So you can do 2 green. You can sell it for 2 coins or whatever else you want to do.
I can also gift it to you. Mm-hmm. All right, I'll take the 2 green. I think I'm just going to convert it into something to go into my manifest. Now,
Okay.
I do not want to put it in here, even though this will help me fill in these
Yes,
columns because I get 0
It's 0 points.
We're just going to go ahead and go wide. Let's
Go
go wide.
wide.
And I can't look at how much green I have on this border, so to try to fill out a column of green, that's not going to work. So let's just go to the right. 1, 2.
Nice.
Thanks, sheep.
All right, task phase. So for my first task, I'm going to do grower. So I'm going to go fishing.
Yeah, I'm going to go fishing as well.
I'm going river fishing.
Okay.
So let's do it. I would like this thing because I get 2
Hope you get
items.
it.
So 4 black, and the tend. The tend symbol. So I'm gonna go here. I can get that. I can get this.
Do you want it?
Yeah, I'm gonna take that. So that's this. This like I don't know, is it mud? I don't know what it is. It's
The brown.
this brown thing with
The
the dots.
non-geode.
Yes, because I'm able to take it from that row. So I'm
Okay.
gonna get 2 of those. The first one I'm gonna give to you.
Oh.
So there's that. That's a pretty sweet neighbor bonus.
I call this the jelly donut.
The
whatever
jelly
that is over there.
donut.
So I don't know what that is.
That's 2
Okay.
things. So 1, 2. They give me a purple and a pink blueprint, purple and red blueprint. And with those, I think I'm just gonna turn them
Cargo.
in. So
Yeah.
that's a 1,
A single red, double, and then a double red,
single red,
and a double red.
and a double red. And the other one I'm also gonna turn in, so I have a double yellow. I think I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna go double yellow down this way.
Okay.
So that I save space for potentially a 3 if I have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then with the red, I'm gonna go up here for the single
Okay.
and then here for the double.
Look at
Okay,
you.
so if I can just do a 3 in a row,
3
then I
bar,
can
yeah.
complete this entire middle section.
Ooh.
That would be great.
Yeah.
All right, that is it for the top fishing. Now I'm going to do the bottom because I have 1 or more completed column in my cargo manifest. So that is 3 coins, which
Okay.
I don't quite know what to do with. So I'm just
Sure.
going to use them for my energy bars.
I'm gonna be pond fishing, so let's just wish myself some luck.
Good luck.
All right. 1-1.
I've unlocked an energy
That's that blue
bar.
thing that I need. So okay. A blue thing is just a single blue dot. Perfect. 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 That's what I needed over here.
It's a shame, but I think I've been doing the fishing wrong.
Why?
Which would explain some things. When you have an additional fishing action, that's either by using your lure or spending energy bars, you can gain an additional fish from the fishing area that you had. So if you don't have
Oh.
any upgraded rods, then it is going to be the same.
It will
Item.
be the same, but because if you have that like hash like this, then you
Or
can
I have
choose anyone.
I have a 3x3 area. I could choose
Like
another
one from here,
item.
one from somewhere else.
Yes, you just wouldn't be rolling the dice multiple
Just
times.
this is your
It's
target
just-
area.
Yeah,
Pick
the
2
target
things.
area, exactly.
Okay, I see.
Oh well.
Yep.
So knowing that, I'm going to for my second task, I'm going to do the market master,
Okay.
and I'm going to go fishing, and this will allow me to also chop. So I'm going to go river fishing.
River fishing.
Yes,
What are you
and
gonna do there?
I think I'm probably going to use one of my energy bars,
Okay.
so I can have 3
Okay.
fishing actions, and let's see what we get.
Good luck.
So I would like to do a neighbor bonus. This is a 2, black 2, white 4. So
Okay.
black 2, white 4. And now I have this 3x3 section that I can choose 3 things from.
Okay.
So one thing is going to be the pink guy here.
Okay.
So I'm going to give this to you.
Oh, thank you.
It's a neighbor
Oh, wow.
bonus of 2.
Look at you
So
coming back with the
1,
neighbor bonuses.
2. That is a tree trunk, which I think I'm going to use towards the sapper badge.
Okay.
Boom. And the pink one, I mean the red blueprint, which
Okay.
I'm going to just add to my cargo manifest as a single red
Oh.
stamp. And I'm going to place that right here because this completes a column. Boom.
Very good.
Okay. Then, for my other 2, I'm going to choose the purple guy and another one of those pink fish so I can try to complete another medal on my
Oh.
fishing badge.
You can do that, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think I will be able to do the last 2 rows, but at least there's that. So that's it for my fishing.
Okay.
Now I'm going to chop, and I do have an additional chopping action. Now, what do I want? I guess I will just continue going to the right this way, maybe going deeper in.
Okay.
Maybe I'll be able to, oh no,
A little further. No?
it's more hardwood.
It's a no good?
Well, it's purple,
Okay.
so that's nice.
Purple's good.
So purple hardwood. What did I cross off? The sapper badge. I really want to find honey. Let's cross that off.
Yeah, honey
And
honey you can get on the chop, but you
Get
got to
the
get all the way to
purple.
the end, or you gotta really go deep into the woods.
Right. And that wood I'm going to use for a medal
Yeah.
towards my wood badge. And that is this. It's
Yeah.
a 2 purple. So I'm going to turn that in for a 2 purple, which I'm just going to place here to make sure that I complete these 2 columns. So
Oh, there you go.
Purple.
So instead of getting a 3 bar, you did a 2 and a 1. That worked.
Purple, yeah.
It's legal.
that's legal. Okay.
Cool.
So now I have these 4 4 columns completed. All right, and that is it. So what were your 2 tasks?
I ended up going fishing and tending. So yeah, I have a new
the
crop.
same. Oh, you got a new crop.
Yeah, because earlier on I built a trellis.
Yeah.
So I had I've been in abundance of wood because I've been going and doing all this stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
As evidenced
So
by.
wood and money made me a trellis, and then now I decided to tend a new type of crop, which is this bluish one.
Very good. It's some berry of sorts.
I think so.
Yeah, that is something that we didn't really discuss much. There are a special type of plant that requires you to use a trellis. And you can build up to 4 of them because each trellis requires you to spend 2 wood and a coin.
Yep.
And you basically need to build that trellis in a 2x2
Yeah.
in a square, and then you can plant.
So yeah, I made an
that
A out
plant.
of it, and then now this plant can grow on this trellis. Technically, that's kind of what's happening thematically.
Yeah, and plants, unlike animals, you don't actually need to purchase. You just take a tend action to plant. And because we didn't really talk much about the tend action, because Naveen
I
was
just
the one
happened
who's
to be
going
the one
down
doing
that
it,
path. The three options are planting a crop, plowing the squiggly lines up to 4 times,
Yeah.
or
Watering.
watering crops and the adjacent crops orthogonally adjacent.
Yeah, so let's just do an example since we're not going to be doing it in this game. So let's pretend this area was plowed or
Yeah.
it was tended to, and this was legal here.
Yeah.
For one tend action, I could water a crop,
Yes.
and any crop that's adjacent to it would also be watered.
Right.
So it
Anything
doesn't
that's touching
it doesn't create a chain of events. So it's not like if I had another crop here, and I'm saying I'm watering this one, this would not water.
Yeah, yeah.
But if I watered this one, then all 3 of these that are touching it would then become watered.
Yes.
And essentially, you get to roll up the die one faster.
It's a growth phase,
Growth phase, yeah.
specifically for plants, because you're not going to water your animals, I
Right.
guess. It's not the same as giving
Hydrating
them
them.
water. Yeah. And that's it. That is essentially the end of the 11th round. And
Yes.
here we are going into the final round of the
Final
game. So this is round number 12. We're going to do our one last full round, including the task phase, and then we'll go into scoring. We're going to have our season 3 scoring, as well as the final end game scoring, and we'll see who did their neighbor bonuses the best. Which is probably Naveen.
I don't know. You did some good stuff. You did some pretty good.
We shall see.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and start with the neighbors.
Neighbors.
And
Okay,
you
so,
didn't give me anything?
I did not give you anything. I don't think I did.
Where's your other one?
I probably gave it to you earlier, maybe. Oh yeah, you used the egg. You had the egg earlier.
Oh, yes, the egg. Sorry, I think I took it away with all of my river fishing and stuff.
Your
So
options.
I will do that. So we do need to reshuffle the neighbor deck.
I was hoping
Here's
to get
yours
away
too.
without having to shuffle. Okay.
I need a second one, yeah.
Okay.
All right, I just grabbed 2 random ones
random
because we're
ones.
not going to have to go through the deck again anyway.
I doubt it. Yep.
So, okay, well, I didn't
Good
have
ones.
too much of a choice. So it's going to be, I guess I can decide where. Which side? Yeah, I will go with that.
Just gonna place this.
So, gonna discard this,
Not gonna happen.
and I'm gonna add the egg.
Okay.
I don't think I ever ended up filling this out, so I'm just gonna do it now.
The egg.
Boom, the egg. So that
So
maybe
what
I
do
can
you
get
still
that
need
medal.
one type of fish, right?
Yeah, it's a specific type of fish that I
I think
need
it's that
for-
fish, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's this fish.
Okay.
So, and that's it for the gifts that I received.
Okay.
Did you?
I
take yours
haven't
already?
yet. So with this one, if I put any blue, this is a 3 straight line blue. If I put any in this column here, it's 0 points.
Yeah,
But
don't do
if I complete the column, it's 6 points. So, and I don't know how many more chances I'm going to have to complete this. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to put 3 in.
Okay.
Unfortunately, 1, 2, 3. That's this one. And then with this thing that I'm calling the jelly donut, that's a 2 yellow. It's a 2 straight yellow.
The jelly donut.
What I'm calling the jelly donut.
Yeah, that's something that you find in the.
And the ocean donut.
Bottom of
Ocean
the
donut.
line.
1, 2. So that way, this now column is complete. I get 6 points out of it, but I do not get the 3 points out of it being in the blue area. So I don't know. You got to pick your.
You got to pick your
choices.
battles.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Let's set up for the final round.
Okay.
So these are going to get discarded. And now we have the final set
I do have to grow my crops.
of
though.
no, this is first.
Oh, is that first?
Yeah,
Okay,
setup is
perfect.
first and then
Yeah.
you grow your crops.
Gotcha.
So
Thank you. 1,
This
2,
is the 2 or more
and-
iron
Oh, look at
metals.
these base starting ones.
5 or more mining levels and 20 or more tilled soil. So I'm
more mining.
Wow, for the last round I'm going to be choosing basic.
Yeah, same.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, at least this has everything on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
That's
can double
true.
up. So now it's time to grow everything. This sheep is going to go up to 2, and I don't think it's ever going to make it to 3 again, but ceremonially will 2.
Okay.
We have an egg coming to me.
Good
and
morning,
then
your sheep.
This one, yeah. So this
Yeah.
is the gift I'm going to give to you.
Oh,
the gift that
thank
keeps on giving. So that
you.
is one of these,
The 2 green.
and that's a 2 neighbor bonus on the left. So I get a red blueprint and a purple blueprint, and I believe those are red looking. So with those blueprints, I am going to get a 2 red, 1, 2, and then a single 1 red. If I can get something here, I can take a free mining action.
Nice.
There you go.
All right. Well, I am going to do the most anticlimactic thing ever.
Perfect.
And I'm going to go chopping
Okay.
for my first out of my final 2 tasks.
Okay.
And let's go, Woods. Come on.
I think I'm going to go mining.
Please be kind to me. Please.
Good luck.
This
What
is
you're
the
gonna do.
square. This is the square.
You've identified something?
I've identified where I think the sap is.
Strike some gold.
And I was incorrect. Wasn't even purple. To add
Way
insult
off.
to injury there.
Okay.
Just way off.
Okay.
It's hardwood, which I'm just going to use to turn in for 2 coins. And I'm going to spend them both on purchasing a red blueprint.
Okay.
So that I can turn that into a red, 1 red square.
Very
That's going to
nice.
go in my cargo manifest. So I'm just going to plop it right there. Boom. Okay, so that was chopping.
Okay.
And next, I'm going to go fishing. I think I have to do that.
Okay.
If I'd like to complete this medal, I need to go pond fishing, funny enough. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's go roll these dice, please. So it's a white 1 and black 3. White 1, black 3. So it's going to be this 3x3 area.
Okay.
So 1, because I have 2 fish that I can catch. The first one is going to be this fish. So I'm giving you this
Ooh.
card.
A little something for me.
It's a single neighbor bonus
Okay.
on the right. So
On the right.
it's going to unlock a purple,
I think you might be you
blue
might be
plant?
beating me on that.
which is good, or it's called blueprint,
Yeah.
which is the 2 red. I will put it here. So 1, 2.
Okay.
Okay. And then the second one is going to be, what is that? White 1, black 3. The second one is going to be this blue seaweed thing that I needed to complete one of the fishing badge medals. Boom. So now I get this again. And that is a 4 in a row purple, which I'm going to use to go boom here. Oh, I can't. I can't.
Why is that?
Because it would
It's
be
all purple.
touching
You can't touch.
the purple. So
Yeah.
I'm going to do the other 4 down here because it's the same action. I just wanted to be able to do the chop action.
Oh, I
1,
see.
2, 3, 4.
Which
Okay.
immediately unlocks the chop action,
Please.
which you can do a double chop because of the hatchet.
I could do.
And don't forget, do not forget, this is the last time basically to use your energy bar.
Oh,
so you can technically do a triple
yeah.
chop.
Do I want to do a triple
You can
chop?
do 3 chops.
Or do I want? Oh.
So you can you can do 1 in the upper and then use your double in the bottom.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What should I do here?
Yeah, I'm gonna-
Do you think this space? What are you feeling?
You know what?
Naveen, what do
Okay,
you think?
No, let me guide you. There's no sense to this because I thought when I did my chop, this
Yeah.
is way off the beaten path. Like the path is all the way out here. I just got a basic hardwood, not even a purple. So
I don't think they're the same.
no, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's
think
why it's a
they're different,
scratcher.
right?
You never know.
It's a scratcher.
So thinking it's way off the beaten path might not be anything. You might just be deep in the woods getting nothing. So all that to say, I have no idea. No idea.
So let's just take a chance.
All right, you
shall
gonna
we?
go far?
I'm gonna go right there.
Down.
Yeah, down.
Okay, good
what
luck.
do you think?
I hope you get. I hope you find a purple.
Oh, thank you.
Under purple.
I know. I just want a honey.
I'm not seeing any. I see a bone. A purple bone.
Oh, it's a bone.
Bone is good.
It's a bone. It's a bone. That's not what I wanted.
What can you do with the
I
bone?
wanted honey.
There's some good stuff with the bone.
Well,
right?
it's a bone.
A bone is a
and
L shape.
purple.
It's an L shape yellow.
Well, it's also a purple. So I have this hardwood. I should have gone.
You
for
should have went the hardwood.
badge.
Yeah,
That
I
is
got
the
one.
biggest snooze of the century right
Yeah.
there. With that hardwood, I'm going to cross off another energy bar.
Okay.
And I just have an additional coin, so I'm just going to do that. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I wouldn't call that whatever. Maybe you instead of putting the coin there, maybe you put it over here just in case you
Okay.
could leak out
You've convinced me.
and get something. Yeah.
And I am going to spend the second energy bar usage.
To have technically a third
So
chop.
technically, yeah, but I just need to put in the bone real quick.
Right.
So the bone is a yellow 3 leg, which I would love the opportunity to be able to take this chop action again when I do the neighbor bonus at the end of the game,
Okay.
which I'm assuming we can do. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I just need to fill in 2 squares there
You need like a.
to be able to do
What
that.
color do you need? It has to be green or red.
Green. Yes, it has to be
Which
green.
is great. Which is why this was a good play because if you end up getting 2 coins,
Yeah. then I
get
could
there.
do the red. Okay, so I said I was going to do this one more time. So I'm going to go ahead.
And I think you can do it at the hatchet level.
The hatchet?
I believe you can do a double space. You don't have to be above the line.
Oh, why?
Because you've unlocked the hatchet, so you're basically taking the action again. It's not a just +1. It's you're taking the hatchet action a second time.
Okay.
That's what the energy bar does.
I made mistakes here.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna do another one down here.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have been doing that.
It's more valuable. That's why I've been doing all the things I've been doing. Yeah.
So hard. Okay, so I'm gonna do another one of these. Let's see.
You know, I was really eyeing this one right here, but what do I know? I'm just.
Did you do that?
I just.
What if it's the same? What if our
not cheating.
sheets just
there's no
happen
bone.
to be
No bone.
the same? Neither of us went down here.
All right.
So I'm gonna go there.
Good luck.
Thank you. Oh, I'm just gonna do it. I'm
What are you
gonna
looking
go.
for? The honey? Oh, the honey.
I found honey.
Is that bad for me? That's bad for me, huh?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was one of those things. I just had my sights set on it.
Well, honey's a 2 by 2.
But if I complete the sapper badge, this is a 3 by 3.
Yeah, it's better.
That's a boom.
Do you have a spot for the 3 by 3?
hammer.
Oh, you do. You can put it here.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it here exactly.
All right.
Okay, let's do it. Plus, it's pride. I found
Some joy out of that.
Yeah, so I completed that. I'm going to be able to put this thing, which is a 3 by 2, I mean. And I'm going to put that over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sweet.
You have some space for
6-point
columns.
honey.
Yeah.
Okay, now I regret not putting more there. Oh, so much regret. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, you can't do it all.
Well, you
shouldn't do
You
it
don't
all.
know what cards are coming. So the cards that we've been pulling from that have kind of determined what kind of actions, there's actually a stack of them, and you shuffle, and only so many are in the game.
Yes, that
so
is
that's
true.
why we happen to see a bunch of fishing
Yes,
stuff come
these,
out.
all the season cards. We only have a few of them
Right.
in the game because we created these stacks. So every time you play the game, you're going to see different ones come out.
Yeah.
And they get reshuffled into the actions deck. So you'll continue to see them. It kind of guides your strategy to an extent.
You can, yeah.
All right, we have reached the end of the game. So now we're just going to do one last neighbor step where we are basically just going to use the items that were gifted to
We're gonna
us.
receive them, yeah.
Yes, in this last round. So I was given this by Naveen. It is either wool or this berry thing,
The
which
trellis
is
berry.
interesting.
Yeah.
Because, they're actually the same. They're both.
Same.
Two-
Unless you wanted it for coins, which is 2 coins, which could get you to that blueprint. I don't know if that's what you cared about.
No, yeah, the color doesn't really matter. All that matters is it's two spaces.
Okay.
So I'm going to put them here because it's going to let me go chopping again.
So green is legal there. Yeah.
I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to plop 2 green over here. I don't want to overcomplicate
So that completes that row.
my life. Yes, it completes the row. I can go chopping again, and I'm going to spend one of these, and I snoozed on spending another one.
Yeah.
Now
so
that-
you're going to chop twice for 2.
I think I missed
Each.
it. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm
you
gonna
have the
chop-
hatchet. Yeah.
I'm going to chop in the bottom half of the woods
So you can do
here.
it once and then you can do it again.
Yes, and
Okay.
I think I'm just going to go to the
Go
right.
far right. Yeah.
Let's see what we find in the deep
On the deep
bottom.
right side.
Okay, found some hardwood.
Is that hardwood? The purple hardwood though.
It's purple.
The purple's good.
So 2 hardwood.
Oh, look at you.
Hi.
Are you gonna gamble for that?
Yes.
1, 2.
I'm
You
definitely
need to find
gonna
honey.
Gamble.
You have a chance to find honey somewhere among.
No, it comes down to this.
It does.
The stress.
It's big. That's actually really big.
Naveen,
Good luck.
you're rubbing it in.
No, no.
Where do I go to the corner? What do you
can't-
think about this corner?
I can't advise.
What do you think about this corner? Okay, Naveen, how about this? You decide between 3 spaces. There, or there. Your choice.
All right.
My fate. Your choice.
All right, let's go to the far corner.
Far corner?
Far corner.
Okay.
She's looking for honey only. That's all she cares about.
Please give me
I'm
the
seeing
bone.
A bone is good.
A bone is good. A bone
good
is
to
good
have.
because it gives me
Yeah.
3 spaces of yellow.
Yeah.
So
That's 3 points.
Yeah.
You'll be able to fit it in somewhere.
I wish I found that honey, but this is gonna go here because I don't want to put it in the right hand column, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's it,
That was
right?
that?
was
Yeah.
the second action.
Yes, you did both.
And you can only use one.
Yeah.
per
So you
action
technically
that you
should have
select,
used
so-
one somewhere else earlier.
Yeah,
I guess you just unlocked it.
That's the best I
I'm going
could
to turn in
do.
this fish. This fish is a double bar, a 2x1. So I definitely don't want to put it on the right side here. I'm just going to go plop, plop for 2 points.
All right.
That's it. And then this pineapple was not produced.
That is it. Let's go ahead and score the end of season 3. So this is going to be 5 points for each completely filled column in your cargo manifest. I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
4 completed columns.
Very good.
For 20 points.
20 points for you. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7?
Can you verify?
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh my gosh,
35.
that's 35.
Well,
Asterisk. Don't know.
who knows if I was playing right?
I'm
I
just
could have been
kidding.
cheating.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. That is it. So now we're going to go into true endgame scoring. And it's all sort of laid out here except for the neighbor, the social rewards. So this is, again, this is a prototype. So the final version of the sheet is going to look a little bit different.
A little different, yeah.
So
You want to go first?
sure. We're just going to count up 1 point for each filled in square in each of these stalls of your cargo manifest.
Being
and
mindful of the numbers at
2
the bottom.
points, for the middle. I don't think I put anything in the columns that scored 0.
I did for one area.
Oh, you did? Well, so I'm going to ignore that part for me. So for the first stall, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16.
Okay.
16 points for stall 1. How about you?
I did stall 3 because that was my negatives. I had 10 in this one right here.
10 there?
Yeah, technically 13, but minus these blues because I get zeros on those.
Okay, I'm going to skip to the third stall here because it's all 1 point each. And I have 4, 8, plus 6 is 14, 18, 19, 20.
Okay.
So 20 for stall
So
3.
we're inverting. So I had 22 on stall 1.
Okay.
No negatives.
And now the big one is the middle one. So for
Yeah.
me, all the blues are worth 2. So I'm going to count this and I'll tell you in a second. So I actually have exactly half of these are the fish and the other half are not. So it's 16 basically times 3, right?
Yep.
So that is 48.
Oh, nice. Yeah, my total here was 41.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so those are high scoring.
Yeah.
Badges, did you complete any badges? I did not.
I completed 2 badges and
boy.
I had the Wood Explorer, which doubles that.
Tell me more.
So 5 plus 10 is 15 times 2 makes it 30.
Oh, okay, that's going to be the difference.
That's gonna be big.
That badge, I really did. I should have gotten the wood badge.
Yeah, you gotta
the
get those.
hardwood badge.
Yeah.
Okay, now we do the neighbor points.
Okay.
So my left,
To my
social
right.
rewards to your right. I filled up to 4.
I have 7.
So you are going to get 7 minus 4 is 3.
3 times 3.
Times 3, so
So
it's 9 points.
9.
And then what about the other side?
I had 5.
5?
I think you ended up
I
getting
had
it.
6.
So you get
so
3.
it's additional 3 points.
Okay.
So 0 points for badges, 3 points for social. And now we are going to add up our scores, and then we will let you know our final scores in a second. All right, final scores are in, and it is me with 131.
To me, I got 165.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
You won by a lot.
I really try to focus on season 2 and season 3 goals, knowing that season 1 there's just not enough actions and the ability to double up on the top and bottom. Until later on when you've kind of unlocked certain criteria to be able to take the top and bottom actions.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I made a couple of mistakes in terms of not really seeing my strategy to fruition, or like not letting it come to fruition.
Yeah.
I should have really gone down the mines as well. And if you're fishing, you really want to try to unlock all of the different fishing, I guess. And I was also playing the upgrades wrong.
A little bit off, yeah.
The ability to, the lure, the ability to
take it again.
choose in the same area was kind of a big deal, as well as the energy bars.
Sure.
So the biggest thing, though, truly, and what was the difference is you were able to complete badges, and I did not.
Yes.
So I went so hard on this.
It didn't feel good giving away all my resources, though, in the neighborly bonuses early on. I felt like I was like, ugh, I don't want to do
Yeah,
this.
it did feel a little strange.
Yeah.
But it was still fine in the end because
I was
didn't-
just chopping, and just trying to get through.
and I didn't end up giving you anything. So.
Very little. Yeah, I know.
But there you go. I hope that you were able to at least follow the general idea of the structure of the game. You know, I know it would have been ideal for you to be able to see the specific sections of the pages, but, you know, considering how small everything is, it just was not realistic.
Yeah, the accounting of all the resources at the time.
Right.
The reason why we wanted to film it this way was, just in case you didn't hear it early on, is just that we wanted to make sure you can follow at least one player who was going through it. If you had to go back and forth between us, it would have been a little bit difficult.
Yes, because it is a sandbox boxy game in the end. Like, as you can see, I went completely fishing. I didn't do my farm at all.
Zero.
Can you call
Farmless.
me a farmer? I'm not a farmer. I fish. That's what I do. But Naveen went tending all the way.
Tending and really going and chopping in this forest over here.
You do have to do a bit of this.
Yeah.
Right. You need these resources because they will give you the natural resources that you need in order to upgrade your tools.
Yeah.
Right?
Like if you look at my player board, I'm basically chopping at all times.
Yes.
There's only one round, and then I forgot to write in what I did over here.
Yes.
But so that was my main focus, was doing that, making sure I got these badges, and then doubling up on those badges when I could.
Right. So, like I said, if you're going fishing, you really need to probably unlock the grotto fishing as well.
Yeah.
The reason why is because something big that I snoozed on is the fishing badge.
Yeah.
If I'm going all the way fishing,
You should be fishing
need to
badge.
unlock your fishing badge.
Yeah, totally.
And it does require some fish that you can only find in the grotto.
And unlocking that fishing badge, I mean, you get this medal 4 times if you actually get the badge. So what was that symbol? You would get a straight 4 bar.
The straight 4. So
That's great,
that's twice basically, and then 15 points for the fishing badge. So, but there you go.
There you go, yeah. Well, there you have it. That is Tend. This game is currently on Kickstarter, so if you are interested in the campaign, there's a link in the description, which you can check out at your leisure. If you have any questions about anything you saw here, feel free to leave them in the comments, and we'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you all so much for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, please consider subscribing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.